Well, it is called Fiasco. Like, oh, let's just like start a community garden and plant some. That's not the
Indeed, it
case.
is, Kay. Okay. Hello, everyone. We're live. I love just randomly pushing stream live. You get the best results doing that.
Yeah.
Put it on Tab's list of crimes.
We do not talk about Tab's list of crimes.
Oh boy.
The consequences will be severe if you talk about Tab's list of crimes on stream.
So, Jesus. Okay.
I don't want to add to my list of crimes today.
Oh my God. Tab's threatening us.
That is a weird threat. I don't want to add to my list of crimes today. I don't want to, but I will.
Only today.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
doing
fair
it
game,
tomorrow.
but today, no, we pause on the crimes.
I can pencil you in for like 3 p.m. 3 p.m. on Sunday.
Somebody call whatever the equivalent of the police are in the Netherlands.
It's just the police.
Oh boy, are you sure?
This is sounding like one of those shirts that's just like, I'm only nice to one person a day, and today's not your turn. Tomorrow's not looking good either. That's like the equivalent. I'm not trying to add to my list of crimes today.
All right.
What a start.
Yeah.
What a start. Half an hour late.
Talking about crimes already.
We're full of fear.
Speaking of crimes.
Speaking of crimes,
let's
do a
speak
fucking
of
heist.
So true.
Welcome everyone to today's episode of today's third episode of the RPG-a-thon. We're like halfway through, and I'm slowly losing my grip on sanity, as you may be able to tell. Although the fact that I'm having to deal with Gaynor definitely doesn't help.
I make Tab's life harder.
And we live to see it.
And this is my group of accomplices.
You know what? I'm completely cool with that because it's fun, and with a bit of luck, it also helps charity. Speaking of charity, we are currently raising funds for the Entertainment Community Fund. What is the Entertainment Community Fund? They originally were the Actors Fund, but they've branched out. Essentially, they provide support for not just card-carrying union members, but for anyone in the entertainment industry. And that is currently, with the strikes going on, incredibly necessary work, because it's not just actors and writers who are out of work when the Actors and Writers Guild strike. So while striking is a right, and it's incredibly good that it's being done, it's very justified and just full critical support. There are people who are getting hurt, and they need help too. So that is what we're here for. If you do end up wanting to donate, if you're like, hey, that sounds like a great cause, I could throw a buck or two at that, you can do so by going to the link that is in chat now. The stream is slightly actually, knock on wood.
He had wood! He had a plank of wood ready to go! That's how bad this man's luck is.
To be fair, it's my wrist stand for my keyboard, but
sure, whatever you say.
Also,
oh, good start.
So, if you want to donate, there's the link for that. There's a couple of donation incentives. There's the pretty much any level. It's technically set at $1, but that's just so you can add it to cart and just add it. You can get access to these wonderful dice that I'm dropping on screen now.
Dice are very good.
Look at them. You'll get access to those in 3D Dice, which is my dice platform of choice. It's really good.
It's running surprisingly smooth on my computer. That's my big endorsement. Is usually dice rolling systems like this don't like my computer. This one seems to be working quite well.
It also works on basically pretty much any virtual tabletop, including just D&D Beyond, Foundry, Roll20, whole bunch of the smaller ones that Owlbear Rodeo is, I believe, one.
Klimpo's Good Tabletop. That one's my favorite.
See, the thing is, one of these two is actually a tabletop, and you will never know which one.
Ashley's Place. That one.
Let's just throw this entire stream out and instead play 3 Truths and a Lie Virtual Tabletop Edition.
2 Truths and a Lie. Number 1, a D6 has 7 faces, the 7th of which is a secret. Another truth is that I am.
Yes.
And the third truth is that I'm in your house. Which one is it? Could be any of them.
I'm hearing something. I'm hearing something in the living room. I'm going to go check it out real quick.
Gaynor is everywhere all at once.
Oh boy! All right, let's play some Fiasco.
Yeah.
Are we playing Fiasco or Liminal Horror? I don't know anymore.
Why can we not do both? Because I think we
Thank you.
can.
To be fair, it's probably a Liminal Horror playset. Anyway, so we have a bunch of wonderful donation rewards. One of them is a buck or more, pretty much what you want to give, for a whole bunch of fun dice. The other one for $20, which has just been given by Felicia. Thank you, Felicia.
Thank you, Felicia.
Is a treats for the cats, which I don't think Felicia selected, but $20 has been donated. Therefore, the cats must receive treats.
The cats have heard the donation and they hunger.
Yeah, they're currently scratching at my door, going like, "Why
So
isn't this
aggressive.
door open?" And so we'll be doing that while everyone introduces themselves. And Gaynor has a very special donation reward that they want to tell you about. So take it away, Gaynor.
That's right. Thank you, Tav. Welcome to Gaynor's segment of the stream. That's right. At any time when you donate $69 while I'm on screen, or if you're smart while I'm off screen so that Tav is forced to allow me onto the stream, I can and will rant about a random topic. I've got a little table here set up, and I will roll a little D6 on it, and we'll talk about something random. Today's topics could include High School Musical, the musical, the series, and translation theory. We could be talking about the many war crimes of Ryan Murphy in the form of Glee. Or we could be talking about whether or not God exists in Word World.
So real.
It's very
So
important topic. So donate $69 now or later. Do it later, so that I can rant, and Tav has to let me do it. He already agreed, and he put it on Tiltify and everything. It's the realest this threat has ever been.
I have technically on Tiltify said that this can only be redeemed between now and 1 a.m. local time, which is like 3 hours from now. But if Gaynor is game, I am willing to set it to the entirety of Sunday. And Gaynor, I will call you out of your bed to give that rant.
I'll be out of my house. I don't know how I'll do it, but I will do it. I might just
Call
text
it the video on your phone.
Yeah, I'll call it. It'll be the worst quality audio you've ever heard.
Honestly, I think that'll just make it better. Anyway.
So donate $69 now and watch me force these people, some of whom I met less than like a week ago.
No, I'm here for it. So real. I'm here.
And that's why you are my favorite on the stream now. You get 1 Gaynor point, which can be redeemed for 1/69th of a donation. You need 69 of those to get 1 full donation. Anyways, thanks for that, Tab. Back over to you, Tab, with weather.
Amazing. Well, the weather right now is
A fiasco.
fucking way too hot. and I am not here for it because I'm a Dutch person, and we like our weather between like 10°C and 25°C, and once it goes over that, we are done, and we want to like tow the environment outside of the environment. But sadly enough, what we can do with water, we cannot do with heat.
So true.
And I'm now going to pass it along to Shelby to tell us about yourself. Who are you? What do you do? Where are you found? Why?
Why? Who are? What do?
Why?
Starting off with the existential questions. Wonderful. Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Shelby. You can find me at shelbylane.card.co. Yes, I am here because when Tav says charity, I say yes. And that means sometimes providing incentive for Gaynor mayhem, which alas I cannot do because of personal circumstances, but please, you will not regret it. So yes, that's me. Oh, and we have a cat.
Oh, look at that! Look at that little cat.
And that is Loki.
Great cat. Tav, you gonna choose who's gonna go next? Or you gonna just like
I mean, I'm just feeding Loki.
vibe
Kai,
with the
go
cat?
ahead, go next.
Wait, who?
That'd be you, buddy.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, I'm Kai. Wait, what is it? Just like we like say what we do?
Who, what, where, how, why, and when?
Well, I'm just starting to figure it out. I'm a former podcaster and a former DJ. Used to be on, if you're in the New York, New Jersey area, shout out to those people. I used to be on 89.5 WSOU. So you can find me on kaidejesuscreates.com to see basically everything I've ever done, from like writing articles to DJing to social media and all that. And you can find me in most places. If you search up the Better Adversary, spaces, that's probably my social media. And you just look me up. I'm pretty high in my own Google search results, except for that one person who went to Harvard and has a similar name to me, which
Damn.
okay.
Rough.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Me just Googling
So
Kai's name right now.
Yeah, I was just making sure that the other cat also got his treatsy. And then I'll pass it on to you, Gaynor.
Whoa!
What's the weather like? How is
weather is-
Why is the weather?
The weather is great over here, Tab. The weather it's full of weather. And that's right, it's me, Gaynor Norcott. Hey, what's up? I am an actor, writer, TTRPG person, professional DM. You can find me anywhere you do social media at Gaynorcott. It's GAYNORCOTT. And I'm here today because Tav showed up at my house in the middle of the night in the rain and begged me to be here. And I said I wasn't going to do it. And then as I went to close the door, he said, "One last job." And then I said, "What?"
A boombox may or may not have been involved.
Yeah, and then I yelled, "What?" And they said, "One last job." And I said, "I can't hear you. Can you say that again?" And that went on for about 10 minutes until eventually the rain stopped. And I realized I needed to do this. So here I am.
And didn't the neighbors get involved too?
Yes, there was several. The police were called, and it was a whole thing. And let's just say I owe a favor to Joe Biden.
Honestly, I just turned around to the police and said, "Add it to my list of crimes," and peaced out.
It was wild how quickly
Put
they
it
did
on
it
my
too. They were like,
crime tab.
"Don't worry, Tav, we're on it." They had a clipboard. I asked them to show it to me, and they wouldn't show it to me. But all I saw were the words "grassy knoll." That was
I can neither confirm nor deny.
anyways, that's me, and I'll send it over to Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor, Taylor Felicity. I use she, her pronouns. And you can find me online pretty much everywhere. Roll for Felicity. I stream a bunch of one-shots on Twitch, VODs are on YouTube, so if you search either of those places, you'll find me. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Huge.
Well, with all that out of the way, welcome. We are going to be playing Fiasco. Now, I'm sure you've all played this before and therefore know how this is played.
I know how it's played.
I watched different people play it once.
I have theoretical conceptual knowledge.
Yeah,
Great,
same.
We'll do fine. So, the way we're going to go about this. First off, there are 5 cards. These represent the table. Go ahead and pick yourself a card, any card, and just put your name on it and choose a color.
Choose a color. That's interesting.
I
The
love
next
just
thing-
watching everyone's little cursors just kind of moving around.
I've turned it off
"Ah."
on my browser, but
Yeah.
it's also on stream, and I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Do I have a cursor? Because I'm on my tablet right now. I'm so curious if I have a
You
cursor.
do have a cursor. It's way off to the
can-
side right now.
It's not
Okay.
happy.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to quickly go over who grew up in the smallest town, because that's the person who goes first.
It's
Ready
for
to-
sure me. I grew up in a town of 200.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
You probably have
Yeah.
a B. Yeah.
Can I check my town's population really quick?
I
I'll look. I grew up in the mountains, so
Oh, where?
Mine is the
whereabouts?
capital of the Netherlands, so
Tab, you. There's
It's
like
a million.
at least 200 people in the Netherlands. There's no way.
okay.
about a 16th of the population of the Netherlands lives in Amsterdam.
Wild.
I can't
Which
find the population.
It's more than
offhand,
200
so-
people, slightly.
Yeah.
Slightly. Yeah, I grew up in technically a town that isn't technically a town. It is an unincorporated territory in the western Maine, in the west of Maine. Shout out. You could argue that I grew up in Boston because I did spend a lot of my young childhood there, but I don't remember any of it. So you can suck my butt. I'm from Maine through and through, and don't tell anybody. So I'll claim that unless anybody else wants to challenge me.
No,
I'll give it to you.
I'll give it to you as well. I can't find mine off
Yeah.
the top of my head, but just for interest's sake, I also grew up in an unincorporated town and had neighbors with no electricity. So
So true.
just,
Let's
to,
go.
just to bond a little bit.
Yeah,
You're
really.
still, by the way, not the one who grew up in the smallest town, because that honor still goes to Gas, who grew up in a town with 6 houses and a whole bunch of cows.
Yeah, Gas is the only one who's been able to just be like, that's fucking baby numbers.
Aw, 200 people? That's hilarious.
That's really cute. Did you guys like know each other? Oh, really? Because we lived in each other's homes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so the way we're going to begin is I'm going to throw a whole bunch of dice on the table.
Ah,
And you'll see that happening in just a tick. Dice!
that actually scared the shit out of me. It was
Oh
so
my
loud. I'm gonna turn down the volume on that page. Oh my god.
I did warn you. I did warn you.
You full did. I just was not expecting it.
So I'm just going to group those because what we're going to do next is we're going to start the setup. You should probably not try to stack them. I don't know what happens if you do, but I think you break something,
don't.
and if you break the app, you've bought the app, and just ask Elon Musk how that worked.
Zing.
Oh no, everyone is touching the dice. So, the way this is going to work, we're going to go around the table, starting with Gaynor and then going clockwise. During this, we are going to... there are only a few rules. First off, everyone needs to have a relationship that has a detail attached to it with at least the persons next to them. So, Gaynor, for you, that would be Taylor and me. Shelby, for you, that would be me and Kai. Kai. For you, that would be Taylor and Shelby. And there needs to be at least one need with a detail attached to it on the table, at least one object with a detail attached to it on the table, and at least one location with a detail attached to it on the table. The way this is going to work is every time it's your turn, you can choose to pick any of these dice from the table. Just right-click them and select drop. That'll remove them. And when you do that, you look up the tables in the PDF, and then you pick whatever strikes your fancy there.
I got a question.
Yes.
There's 3 games within this. Which one are we doing?
We are doing the last heist, which starts on page 7.
Cool. And I was already there for sure, so it's fine. Cool. I'll go first then. I am going to not look at the lists, and I'm just going to choose them at random. So for our good friend Taylor, for you, I am going to make our relationship a 6. 6 out of 6. Perfect relationship.
6 would be lovers.
Hell yeah. Taylor, is that cool with you?
Yes, I'm down for that.
All right. Lovers.
So,
God,
A strong start.
starting immediately with of heroin.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
and each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask, did you remove a 6?
I did remove a 6.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got to keep track of that, otherwise stuff gets weird.
Taylor, I'm seeing con artist and Mark
Uh-huh.
on there. And I'm thinking maybe that because it sounds really funny
Yeah.
to be laid out on top of this whole heist narrative.
Yeah, so then is it kind of like, is the vibe for that, like, what are those called? Like the love cons, basically, or a romance
Right.
con? Yeah,
where
where
you get
like,
somebody to go
fall
through
in love
the whole
with you.
marriage and get
Yeah.
into you. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Would you like to be the con artist or be con?
Just something to note. Establishing a detail is something that happens later.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, so
cool.
right now you can either establish like the broad scale thing or the detail to one of the cards that has already been played. So I could, for instance, establish that for you, though it's kind of poor form to establish for someone else.
Okay.
But for now, I think I am going to establish a. Let's grab a 4. Let's grab a 5 and establish a friend's relationship with Gaynor.
We're buddies.
Heck yeah! I love the fact. I love the fact that there's one of the options is once, but not anymore.
Never again.
Once, but also fuck that guy.
Not after that dark day.
After ending up on the list of crimes.
That's right.
Not after being on that grassy knoll.
Has this now become TAF lore?
That fucking shot JFK is the funniest bit.
We don't know if Tab shot JFK. We just
That's
know
never not say he did.
he was just on the grassy
He
knoll.
was on the knoll.
He was
Could have been eating
nearby.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You could have been doing anything.
I was
Certainly
just
didn't do anything to stop it.
I was just there at their door dashing for the gunman.
Fine.
Anyway, next up, Shelby.
Okay, so looking at relationships. So am I picking one for you or for Kai? Or both?
Either.
Okay, Kai, I'm going to pick a 2 for the life.
The life. Wow.
Mhm.
Criminal.
So, and Tav, would you please be so kind as to move the dice for me because I'm juggling multiple screens here.
Absolutely. You picked the only 2 that was around.
No one else can be a criminal.
Well, there's one. there's one potential thing that can happen, which is the last die, which Taylor will use, is wild. So Taylor can use it to do anything, but that's just the last die. Kai, what would you like to pick?
I like the ones in 1, the crew.
Yeah, there's lots of ones.
Do I like what I just read? Is it explode or drop?
Drop.
Drop. Okay, perfect. And I think I like undercover cop and weak link. So
Well,
I wonder what's gonna go on there.
Yeah,
What?
there's a bunch of good options in there.
that makes it
Oh, wait,
Taylor's
no.
turn.
I think I am going to go ahead and pick a detail for the silver thing, and I do like con artist and mark, so I'll spend a 4 for that. And I would love to be the mark.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be Mark. Okay, good. That works for me. I love
Cool.
that.
Amazing.
Absolutely. All right,
Gaynor.
cool. So that's my.
Yeah, you
turn.
can either choose to develop what kind of friends we are, or you can choose to go for start a need, location, or object.
I think I am going to. That's really good. I think I'm gonna establish a need between you and me.
Needs? Well, I mean, you can establish it between us two as well, but I think needs are just in general for yourself.
Oh, okay.
But
Really?
I have no
okay,
idea.
cool.
We can go either way.
Oh no, that's fine. I think I just misunderstood. So then here's what we're gonna do. I'll establish detail between us because I would like to get into that, and I think. Sorry, once but never again is very funny, but
It
I
is right.
think I am going to cement my character as absolutely horrendous. And I am going to say we were bound together by lies. And
Amazing.
Before. Who's to say what those lies are, but I think maybe you don't know who I am, and I think maybe I don't know who I am at this point.
Ooh.
I think the best part is that this can very much be mutual as well.
That's true. It absolutely is. And I've never met you. The other thing is that we've only ever known each other online. That's the part that a lot of people don't know. Cool. That's my turn.
I am looking around for my relationship with Shelby, and I'm
Not seeing.
Boo. I'm liking a lot of these. I'm thinking family,
Oh.
because every good heist needs a family.
Oh,
This is just like Fast and Furious, I
I
think.
was gonna say
I
the
don't
same thing.
This is exactly what Dom Toretto wanted.
I don't know what goes on in that movie. All I know is family.
Yeah.
And I'm
was
leaving it
wondering.
up to Shelby to define what kind of family we are.
Oh.
So that's a 4 going away.
Sorry, the test was positive.
Yeah, I saw that. I was crying.
What a way of phrasing that.
wow.
What fucking test, Fiasco?
Okay, so looking to see what dice we have left here. Multiple screens.
Everything except for 2.
Okay, so I'm going with Black Sheep and Golden Child 5.
Amazing. But who is the black sheep and who's the golden
good.
child?
You are the Golden Child despite all of your crimes.
Yeah,
you're just better
because
at
our-
concealing them.
No, it's because our family is a crime family, and they're just completely done with
They
your.
love the crimes.
Yeah, they're completely done with your civvy bullshit.
And their last name, Grassy Knoll. If you can believe it.
No,
It's
their last
pronounced
name is actually
Grassy
Cooper.
Deep, dark Garrett's Barrett's Cooper. Alright.
But yes, that makes it Kai's turn, I believe.
We haven't established any needs, right? Or any locations?
Yeah, I don't think so. No location.
Okay.
at the very least.
Let's. I kind of. We have quite a bit of 3s and quite a bit of 1s. Can we establish the needs are for everyone, right?
It can
Or
be for
for-
yourself, can be for a shared thing, can be for everyone. I think we can just go with that.
I think I would like to put need 3 to get off, because I think that'd be interesting. If we had not no, but if we just there's a interpersonal reason, an internal reason, not just a I need money reason to do all this. Maybe it's for everyone. Maybe we all need the rush.
We all need it.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Let's see what happens with that. Taylor.
Okay.
Let's flip the dice.
Oh yeah, do I need to remove a die for you?
I just did.
I kind of want to do an object. Maybe.
I think you clicked explode, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Is that not?
It's
Nope.
drop.
Oh.
I just dropped it for you.
Ones and threes galore on this one.
I think I'm gonna choose. I think I'm gonna choose an object, and I think I'm gonna choose busted because I really like those options.
Which color is which number is busted?
That's 4, so I took the last 4.
Dun dun.
How dare you?
No.
Didn't leave anything left. I didn't leave anything for anyone else.
No, but
Yeah.
the busted ones are kind of busted.
They kind of busted low key.
They are.
I'm
kind of
so sad
busted.
there's no 2s because 2 is are you wearing a wire, which is so good. But
Yeah.
So that's the thing. If you wait until the very end, last
that's
die is
true.
wild. So you could actually just go wait and then make that one. Are you wearing a wire?
That's true.
Everybody, don't make a fucking move. Don't touch that.
Okay, so I would like to define busted as
No, damn it.
added to my list of crimes. Gaynor, go ahead.
It's my turn. I draw.
It is.
I summon Exodia the Forbidden One. I would like to establish a location. And that location is going to be
Hold up, cozy, or planned for stream.
yeah, so I'm trying to think right. I'm looking. I think I am going. Oh my god, I really hate some of the cozy ones make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's very fair. I personally like planned because then we could go for inside the bank vault.
Yeah, that is fun. I think that's what I'll do. I'll take one of these 6s.
I'll define
I
it
will
as
choose-
inside the bank vault, so that
Okay.
locations planned, and that is specifically inside the bank vault. Yes, I like that one too. Did you remove a die for that, or
I did.
Also for the one?
I will get rid of the one right now.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Shelby.
Okay, so what is left for me to do here?
So many.
You
So
can
many.
define the life. You can define the need to get off, or you can start something new. If you define
Okay,
busted,
so
you will be in trouble with the crew.
You
Don't
can you can take busted if you want.
Go
Nah.
fucking touch busted,
I'm going
Shelby.
to define the life.
I have
I'm going-
defined the life.
You might
Getting
say
metaphysical here.
It
again.
never
this
die.
is the life.
And tonight, I will never die.
What is life?
So,
Thank you. Women are my favorite guy.
I'm going to take one of the ones for former cellmates.
Whoa. Dun dun dun.
Interesting. Cell, as in we were both monks or something like that. I think they're monks are in
A lot of
cells.
people don't know that about monks, but they're all in jail.
Yes, every single monk in jail.
Put them in. This is what Tab says.
They
Let's-
suffer for my list of crimes.
As well as
Uh,
additional secret monk crimes.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm fine with those.
Those are fun.
How do you think they got the idea to steal the Declaration of Independence?
Damn.
It was monks. It was monks. All of it was monks.
It's all, yeah. Those monks.
Mm-hmm.
Damn monks. Oh boy. All right. What are we looking at here?
I think it's my turn, and
you can
I think
define-
we.
You have the crew left to
Should I-
define, need to get off to define, and busted to not define or else.
Don't fucking touch.
Let's define. Which one I'm more interested in? I think
Maybe
I want
for,
to
like-
define the need to get off. With on the rush of the action.
Oh,
Ooh.
Amazing.
damn.
On the
It's
rush.
very fast and
of-
furious.
Yeah,
Action.
that's actually what was written on Dom Toretto's headstone. A lot of people don't know that.
Did you properly remove the dice, or do you want me to do it for you so you don't explode another
Yeah, I
die?
think
It looks
I
like
think I got
this
it. I
guy.
think I got it.
Did you?
Right? Because there were two.
Yeah, there's only
I'm
one
seeing only
left.
one.
Oh, that was a 1, not a 3. I thought for some reason that was a 3.
This fucking guy.
Hey, I never said I was competent. Taylor, your turn.
Oh, it's mine. Oh, Taylor.
Yeah,
Sorry.
our names do sound similar.
So that almost never happens to me. Straight up. Anyway, sorry.
No, that's fine. Okay, so I think I'll define the crew relationship between me and Kai. And we have a 1, 3, and a 6 left. And I have to do undercover cop and weak link. Like, I have to.
Sorry, wait.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I potting an undercover?
Yeah, I
think
would
you
love
might
to
be.
be. I would love to be the undercover cop if that's cool with you, Kai. But we can do it either way.
I love
No,
that.
I'll be the weak link.
Okay.
So you're the person who we're going to be yelling at if you're wearing a wire. I love it.
What am I doing? What the hell happened?
It's so.
I will
good.
say I don't know if we can define a little bit more details like at this stage, but when I initially read undercover cop and weak link, and I was like, oh, like a weak link in the police force. So it'd be funny if I feel like it'd be funny if there'd be like an undercover cop and an even worse cop who's doing even worse undercover.
Both undercover, but
That's
one of them
pretty
is
funny.
There's a
really
reason you-
quickly.
There's a reason you're a former Sally of Shelby's.
yeah.
They were so bad that they just went like, this one is just what can we do with this one? You know what? Straight to jail.
The only
Put him
cop
in
who's
prison,
ever
put him in
the
prison.
only cop who's ever been arrested and put
Damn.
into jail.
Yeah, I
They
can't
literally
believe
have a
it.
wire like coming out, but it's like, oh, you're one of them.
You have a tattoo that says I'm wearing a wire around your neck. That's actually a dope tattoo. I'm super gonna go get that. I'm wearing a wire.
Okay, Gaynor, it is your turn.
An incentive.
Yeah, donation is if you donate $420, I'll go out and get that tattoo.
Okay, it's getting added to the Tiltify.
Fuck. Please don't.
It is getting added to the Tiltify. You
Fuck.
said it.
Shit. I am going
Gaynor
to.
gets a tattoo.
Oh, damn it. He's narrating it.
$420 dues.
Dollary dues.
Gaynor will get a tattoo up saying
I'm wearing a wire.
wearing a wire. And where again? On their neck, right?
Nope. I don't remember that part. I remember saying I get it, but I don't remember saying where I get it.
It was implied. It was heavily implied.
Okay, so I am going to be nice to you, Gaynor.
Yeah.
Quantity only 2.
Sorry, but you can't get it a second time.
It's like on the front and on your back.
Yeah, so it can only be requested 2 times.
No matter what angle you get me from. Oh boy. Okay.
The things you do for your art, man.
Yeah, so true. When I was in school and my acting coach was telling me that I'd have to make sacrifices, I didn't know that they meant this.
Celestial Angel, no.
I'm classically trained.
I don't know if you're looking at YouTube chat, Gaynor, but the suggestion is now as a tramp stamp.
Oh no.
Oh.
Thanks. Hey, thanks.
And
All right,
Felicia is my partner, the one who suggested that. So.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's good to know that there's, I guess, now a soon-to-be married duo of people who are trying to ruin my life.
How did this change from the Gaynor Bullies top stream into the stream Bullies
I can't
Gaynor
believe
stream?
how quickly, on a dime, it changed.
Trying to define
Gaynor.
busted.
I'm
Gaynor.
going to create a need.
Can you do me a quick favor?
Yeah.
Strike a pose. Perfect. Thank you.
So mysterious. Okay. I am going to create a need on myself. Just as a general need. And that need will be
You need to get away from Tab's
later.
bullshit.
God, ain't that the truth. That is going to be to get in.
Perfect.
Nobody was looking at the screen, but I did a big wink, so the audience knows. Is this how you do sexual? Is this how you do it? I am Ace. I don't know how to do it properly.
Gaynor is
I've been
doing
assured
an innuendo.
it's it.
Everyone be very proud.
Wink. Like boners and such.
So, give me 1 second. I'm just making sure that the page is entirely up to date and properly representative of what is being offered as a Tiltify reward.
Oh god.
I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to do this on Tiltify.
I'm getting rid of
Add it to the tab.
blood one. It is now Tab's turn, and Tab is now just fully ignoring the game.
Okay, so I have 6s and 3s. Gaynor, you just established you want to get in, right?
I want to get in.
Fair enough. So Gaynor needs to get in. And I'm going to define that one for you
Oh boy.
by taking a 3 and saying that Gaynor needs to get into the vault with style.
So true.
Sometimes it
I
can
need
be
to
nice
get
to
into
you.
the vault. I'm wearing my best con artist suit.
Shelby.
Okay, I'm going to define a need, and I'm gonna go with to get off.
So true.
We're getting in and we're getting
So many
off.
people on the street get off.
And that one will be to be defined later.
Uh,
So true.
actually, that'll be defined next.
Aha.
Oh,
Or else.
God. Or else.
Well, because if Kai now has two options: either define busted, in which case both Gaynor and I will be very upset, or to define the need to get off.
I won't be upset, but I will drop dead.
Oh,
I
that's
do-
it. Go
okay.
ahead.
Conscience.
Busted.
I do like the idea that Shelby's character needs to get off scot-free by destroying the evidence. I believe that's the last 6, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
really good.
Well, we're heavily
Yes.
avoiding the 3 option, I think. So. Everybody,
I mean-
everybody's had to look at them. Everybody's had to look at them, and they've all disappeared. We've all glossed over it. So, all right.
Maybe
I'll
I'm
get rid
just
of
a
that.
freak like that. I don't know.
I'll get rid of that 6 for you, Kai.
Thank you.
And that,
So-
that lowly 3 will sit.
Taylor,
It
would you
would
like
be
to make all of us very happy, or would you like to do like the last minute betrayal backstab before
Yeah, it
we
would-
even get into the heist?
It would be really, really funny if I didn't pick Are You Wearing a Wire? But I want that too badly to, like, it's overriding how funny it would be to choose something else. So
But I want that too badly, so I'm picking photo of 2 fools posing with a stack of cash.
that one is really good too, and that is the one I would do if I weren't doing Are You Wearing a Wire? But I will do Are You Wearing a Wire for Busted.
Very good.
Huge.
So,
And that last 3 is the number of times that one of us will die during this stream.
now it's gone.
Only one of us will die 3 times. You're grammatically.
My
is what
wording
you
wasn't
said.
great.
Spoiler alert, it is Gaynor.
Spoil-
Gaynor will die 3 times.
And you have to decide which one actually happened.
Yeah,
Go to the YouTube
By,
poll.
by
What was
donating.
it's like the end of Clue.
No,
Right.
we'll do a donation poll.
Ah.
How will Gaynor die?
Communism was a red herring. I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Mhm.
Oh, boy.
That's the end of Clue.
It's the end of
Mr.
Clue.
Green says, yeah.
It's the best one. All right. What are we doing here, Tabby?
Well, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to start with Act 1, during which we will be going through the story as things are slowly being set up before the tilt happens and then everything goes to shit. But before we do that, we are going to take a quick break. So we are going to take a break just to quickly stretch our legs, grab something to drink, die a little inside while people yell at me about the litany of crimes that I apparently have committed. And then we are going to be back. And if you, in the meantime, want to donate, for instance, to make Gaynor rant about stuff or make Gaynor get a tattoo,
I don't know.
then
So many me-centric donations now.
you're doing this to yourself, Gaynor.
It's comedy, Tab. It's called comedy, okay? You're not supposed to take it serious.
And part of comedy is leaning
people
into
take
the
comedy.
bits.
It's called the yes and. It's the yes and.
Also, we're playing a heist game. I am taking things literally.
Literally taking things. I get it. It's a pun.
And on that note, BRB.
Ah!
I mean, I think at this point you knew what was coming.
I don't.
Hi, stream. How are y'all doing?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
My
How are
mom
you all
says
doing
hi,
with the Gaynor
everybody.
of it all?
My mom texted me to tell everybody hi. I don't think she knew that I was on stream.
Seems
Hi,
like
Gaynor's
everybody.
mom.
So hi to Paula, I guess.
Yeah. Hi, Paula.
Hi.
Hi, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
We're sorry for what may or may not inevitably happen now.
We regret nothing. Don't
My
pay
mom
attention
has
to
much
him.
worse tattoos than that one. So
She could get a matching one.
yeah, we'll go and get matching.
Change the tattoo to
If you
"We are
donate,
wearing a wire."
donate $1,000.
Oh my god.
No, stop. No, I didn't say
no.
You have
So-
to
Gaynor,
stop.
yes.
That is one thing I will not add to my list of crimes.
that. Force my dear mother to get a tattoo.
Without her offering it first.
That's
Yeah.
well, I'll text her.
Stop! Gaynor, stop!
Sorry. Keep going.
No, Gaynor, continue.
You're destroying your life.
Keep it going. I'll keep you posted if you text back. Alright, let's get into this game, shall we?
Yes.
So, there's a fun thing that I was reading about while we were having a break. This game actually has an optional rule called Heist dice, which are very similar to the romantic twist dice that were used in the rom-com game. So we could use those if
Fuck
people
it.
are interested.
Nice on my screen. Let's use it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
alright.
I'm down for that.
Okay.
I will read out what they do, and then we can decide. Every good heist movie has a few plot twists. A plan gone wrong, a sudden betrayal, an apparent failure that's actually an elaborate con. This rules variant is here to help you put these twists in your game. To start, put one die of a different color, red for example, for each player on the table. This is the heist die, and it has two special effects. At any time during the game, you can put a heist die forward and introduce a vignette. Vignettes are short color scenes framed as a flashback or flash forward that reveal the twist but are not otherwise resolved. They can be called for at any time, even interrupting a regular scene. When you've used the heist die, give it to the player whose character was most affected by the plot twist. A player can accumulate more than one. During the aftermath, heist dice are rolled with the rest of your dice. Count each heist die as black or white, balancing the number of dice in each pile as equally as possible. This won't end well.
So true.
In that case, I'm going to add 5 additional dice to this pile, and they are going to be red dice.
Dice pile here.
So I'm going to need to switch over to the rom-com game, so I can steal some dice from the rom-com game.
Just to clarify for the heist die, is there a table for that, or we just decide?
There's
what
no
the
table.
thing
We
is?
we
Okay.
decide what the vignette is.
Cool.
Cool.
So, Gaynor.
Mm.
Someone just no.
Oh Jesus! I actually felt my stomach drop.
Oh.
Oh shit. So,
Okay.
you are first to go.
Okay.
Just grab the first twist.
Just immediately twist. Okay.
No,
Um,
no need. So
So I can
Uh,
either set up a scene or I can decide how it ends. Correct.
yes, you can ask
Okay.
us to set up a scene for you, which you get to resolve. In which case you get to resolve, or you can ask. You can set up a scene, in which case we all get to resolve.
I think I am going to set up our first scene. And that first scene is going to be my character, who I am now going to name. And my character's name is BD Cooper, no relation. BD Cooper. and I am going to set up a scene between my character and Taylor's character to begin with.
Who is Taylor's character?
Yeah.
I dare you all to do variations on Cooper.
No, I'm not a Cooper yet. Although
Not yet.
that could happen.
And this is taking place in the South. Thank you, Taylor, for establishing that.
Oh,
We're doing Southern accents now.
I'll jump on. I'll
Thank you.
I can't do a Southern accent to save my life.
Well, Tab, looks like your character will be from the Netherlands.
It's like the Muppets, except it's like everyone, instead of like Muppets, it's like people in the South, and then the one human is like someone from the Netherlands.
People from the South and Tav.
Tab, and he's got just a different Southern accent than the rest.
Did you just say?
Hey, the Netherlands have a South.
Did you just,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
we
they
don't.
do.
We don't talk
A
about
lot
the
of
South.
places have a
Did you just imply that all of the everyone from the South are Muppets?
I did, yeah.
You know what? This is our world. This is
My
the-
many family members from Tennessee can confirm this.
To
This
be
is the
fair,
world we're living in.
our south of the Netherlands is very similar to your south of the United States.
Huge. All right,
Oh,
well,
dear. Okay.
Taylor, what's your character name?
Yeah, I'm Darlena Davis. I come from a little town called Dripping Springs, Texas. Population just shy of 5,000.
Wow. I think that's just fantastic. So I think what's happening here is BD Cooper, no relation.
BD, yeah.
BD is gonna go to Taylor. I think. Sorry.
Yeah, to me.
Sorry, you're a cop, right? We've established that
I
you're
am
a cop.
I am a cop, yeah. But I mean, but you don't know that presumably.
Well, I guess not.
I mean,
Oh
I
my
guess
God.
if you want to know it, you could. It seems,
Unless no,
it
we'll
seems
wait to see.
strange that you would.
Perhaps there'll be a twist later where I do the whole.
Oh yeah. You're right.
We'll see. I am. So here's what we're gonna do. I have texted you to meet at to meet at this address. And
Some unnormal thing for a couple.
yeah,
of
it
you.
just texted you. Well, because of my many lavish and lovely gifts that I've given you, you of course
Most
implicitly trust me, which
Yeah.
is a normal thing in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Yes.
And I've texted you an address and just asked you to meet me there with 17 winky emojis.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say with $17,000.
That is an excessive amount of winky
Meet me there, and please bring along $17,000
That's implied. It's $1,000 for every winky
for
emoji.
each link. Yeah, which I understand.
So, the address I have sent you is what looks to be just like a house in the suburbs here that seemingly nobody lives in. But you arrive and you do see my awesome motorcycle out front. I'm so cool.
Tell me more about the motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle. I'll tell you, I know all the different brands, so I'll get into it. This one is it's a Miyazaki. A lot lot of people will know Suzuki, but this one's
Isn't that a whiskey?
Miyazaki. It's a fully animated motorcycle.
It runs on feelings.
Yeah. And I am, and I've, oh man, it's got a big skull on the side, and it says,
However, it also turns into a cat bus.
"Yep, it does," and it does, and it's got the word "bad boy" written across. Fuck. Yep, that's what it is.
So yeah, we see the shot of this motorcycle that has what you said, a skull, and then it says
It
"bad
says a
boy."
skull and the word "bad boy"
Yeah.
in Arial font.
And then pulling up next to it, we see a hot pink convertible drive up, and Darlena gets out of it. She's like super like hot Southern belle, hair like perfectly curled, pink lipstick, and kind of like a pink, like not dress I think, but probably like a skirt and a blouse. She's like very dolled up, some hot pink nails, and of course those clicky clacky heels, and just kind of comes around the side of the car and just of course goes into the house, because why would she not trust her significant other?
That's right. When you enter the house, Enya is playing, of course.
I feel relaxed already. Wow, BD really knows how to set up a date.
And you can see in the living room, I'm set up on a single folding chair that I've seemingly brought with me, and I'm holding two things. I'm holding a bouquet of roses, and I'm holding a set of keys. And I look up and I say, "Oh, howdy there, Darlena. How you doing?"
I'm doing better now.
You're probably wondering why I asked you to meet at this house that you've never seen before, nor have I ever mentioned.
I'm a little curious. I thought it might be some kind of romantic surprise, and it looks as though I'm right.
Oh, it is. 'Cause I put our name down as a bid for this house, and when this job is over, you and me, we're moving into this house together. Just the two of us.
Darlene has a person drops it, screams like the most excited, like and like runs over and gives you like a big hug. My heel pops up.
Oh, it's fantastic. I spin you around in the most dramatic mood of all time. I'm like, think about it. We'll have a couch over here. Again, there's no furniture in the whole house. There's like an empty show house. So we'll put a couch over here, and we'll have a big TV where we'll sit and we'll watch Legally Blonde the musical every day. Every day right here we'll watch it.
And I've never seen it yet. I've been waiting until I had my own house and I could sit down in and watch Legally Blonde.
That's right, you never want to watch it.
I've never seen it. I don't even know the soundtrack. Every time it comes up on my Spotify, I click skip.
It's
I don't want to know anything about it.
Legally Blonde, so going right into the musical.
I've heard the musical's good. And I don't really like Luke Wilson.
It's so true. I hate that guy. You and me, we're gonna watch that movie every day with our 2 kids.
Oh, I mean, we can negotiate the children. I was thinking 5, but we'll figure that out.
5 kids it is. 5 kids.
We'll figure it out.
And I'll list their names off now. Their names will, of course, be Clarence.
Mm-hmm. Like your father.
Like my dad. Like my daddy. We'll name. The next one will be Tommy Earl, after your daddy.
Right, that's what I was gonna say, after my dad.
Tommy Earl. We'll do Angel, which is of course a normal name. Name a child after your cat.
Yeah, my cat's named Angel, and she's getting up there in years, so I'm sure it'll be a memorial name for our child.
Surely.
2 more.
Yep. Ripper.
Ripper, yeah, like your cat.
My cat. Rest in peace. And of course, Smokey Dave.
Smokey Dave, the name that we have been thinking about and putting forth. We've been talking about that one for a long time. Smokey Dave, complete original.
Named after my favorite barbecue sauce.
I didn't know that. You told me that this was a new name.
Well, I apologize. I got so excited talking about it.
All right, well, I'll have to think about Smokey Dave. But if you're going to be making all these plans, you better pop a question soon.
Oh, don't worry, babe. You and me.
And you better talk to
this job is done.
And you better make sure you talk to my Dad something
Your-
Earl,
Your
Tommy
daddy,
Earl.
Tommy Earl.
Tommy Earl. You better talk to
know,
him
I-
before you ask me anything.
Oh, I'm sure I'll get around to get. I don't want to bother him out on his great
He's
ostrich farm that he works at.
he's gonna be more bothered if you don't talk to him. So,
So
you better
true.
get on that.
Damn. I'll work on that, but I guess does that mean you're in for the job?
I mean, wherever you go, I will follow.
Wow, I appreciate it, dear, because we're gonna need lots of hands on this one. I mean,
I got two right here.
the Corpus Christi Bank ain't gonna rob itself.
I got two hands, one to hold yours and one to hold a gun.
A gun, that's right. The team is just about put together, but I think you and I, before all this, I mean, of course, we'll figure it out, and I'll just deposit all the money into my bank account, so then when we get married, it'll all just come together, both our shares.
Mhm.
And I guess I'll start looking around for that ring, won't I?
Better talk to my daddy first.
I guess I'll get out there. I'll be there, lickety split, right after this job is done, and I give you a very sweet kiss on the forehead, and I see myself in the mirror, and I ask myself how I got here.
I put a blue die in the middle because I was like, this scene is going so well for BD Cooper. But I'm
Bad
beginning
boy.
to wonder if it shouldn't be a purple die.
Well,
Knowing this might be bad overall for you.
I feel like that turned out pretty good on the
Okay,
outside.
so-
On the
Yeah.
inside, BD Cooper is always struggling.
So, BD Cooper, Gaynor, you now
Yeah.
get to give this die to any of the other players, but not yourself.
Okay, so I get to
And-
give this blue die to anybody.
Yeah, and the way it works is it's generally good to have dice that to have the same kind of dice. So right now you can't fuck anyone over yet. But if you want to fuck someone over, you give them if they have a blue die, you give them a purple die, etc.
Okay, I will give this blue die to Kai. Kai, you get
Thank
one
you.
blue die.
Also, I'm sorry for the noise. Something like there's like a mouse. There was a mouse in here. I can move.
You are all good. It is.
Yeah, lots of things are happening. Don't mind the construction. Sorry.
This is my new favorite part of this game. Okay, we're good. Okay, that's my turn. That's my scene.
Do I need to give a guest credit to the mouse?
Guest credit to Mouse. That's right.
You can give the guest credits to the mouse, and then you can give the guest credits to my boyfriend for catching the mouse with his bare hands at some
Let's
point.
go.
Woo!
What a fucking hero.
Yeah.
Almost as much
Love
of a
him.
hero as BD. Okay, I think it is Tabby. I think it is your turn.
Yes, and I'm going to set up a scene with Shelby, where DB
Okay.
and DB Junior and Shelby. What is your character's name?
Well, my name is Carol Ann Winston, but I go by my prison name of Leroy.
Thank you, Leroy.
Thank you for your service.
No, thank you. We all know Leroy in this town. The criminal underworld here would be nothing without Leroy.
Leroy, like the protagonist of Encyclopedia Brown, the real name
Exactly.
Encyclopedia Brown.
I was thinking more Leroy Jenkins, but you go on with
Yes.
the bad selves.
Classic memes abound.
So, they meet like in every good heist movie needs a diner scene.
That's right.
Mhm.
So they're meeting in the diner as DB Jr. has probably invited Leroy to just have a chat. Leroy just got out of prison. He probably actually just did the whole Blues Brothers pick up with the car, drive over to the diner kind of thing. But unlike the Blues
Mhm.
Brothers, we didn't get chased by the police yet.
Yet.
Yet. And as they're in the diner, DB will just steeple his fingers, look over the the obligatory cup of coffee that keeps getting refilled. So, you ready to do the family name proud, Leroy?
I mean, I've done it proud so many times already, keeping a seat warm in jail. And
Yeah,
I have my cup of sweet tea. So you have your coffee, I have my sweet tea. Giant, they just don't make it. They don't make it like this in prison.
I'm talking about one that we'll walk away from. One we won't see any years behind bars. I'm talking about our own Northwest Orient 305.
Oh, sounds interesting. What you got in mind there, Junior?
Well, we can make Dad proud by one of my friends, no relation, but BD Cooper. We have a little job scoped out. I've got a good look at the situation. They're already establishing a team, and well, all we need is And what is your criminal specialty?
I start fights.
The
last thing I got put in jail for was for knocking over a Waffle House.
Knocking over the Waffle House.
That went viral, and it was on the news and everything.
Yeah, Leroy, don't for this one. You won't need to suplex any buildings, I think.
Well, darn. I spent so much time doing pull-ups to work on them muscles. Anyway, what's the deal? What's the deal there, Junior?
Yeah, so simple job, in and out, 30 minutes. We hit them when their vaults are flush with cash, and take a speedboat straight into the ocean, and never be seen again.
In Corpus Christi, we're gonna hit a speedboat. Okay.
For some reason.
Nope, Tab. It's been established. It's an improv game.
The river goes right from Corpus Christi to the ocean.
That's right.
It's in the bank. It's in the bank.
So what?
No,
so
it's Corpus Christi. It's Corpus Christi, but this one is on the coast.
Do you need me to fight someone, or do you need me to do you need me to bring my piece to man the gun on the boat in case somebody chases us? What do you need me to do? Because I got connections. I could get a good piece to defend the boat.
You know what? That probably would be a good idea. What do you have in mind?
Oh, well.
Watch Leroy come in with an old army surplus heavy machine gun.
Or a bazooka or some shit. I mean,
Also,
we got
Christi is on the Gulf of Mexico.
So,
damn it, Gaynor.
I mean, my cellmate knew a bunch of people who could get me set up with guns. So, since my usual source is kind of hot right now, on account of, well, they helped me with the Waffle House.
Yeah, the Waffle House job.
Yes, so I'm gonna have to, get in touch with my cellmate, because it's all about the friends you make on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't know about that. I wouldn't know about that, Leroy. I wouldn't know about that.
But I'll see if I can get a good bazooka, maybe some other shit, because you don't mess with Texas, man.
Yeah. You exercise that Second Amendment, your Second Amendment rights.
I think that's where our scene.
And that's scene.
out. I thought this was a good blue dye one for
Gaynor, you get to have the blue dye.
Oh, thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Put that right in my back corner here. Bad boy, I see it's written. That's good. Okay. It's Shelby.
Yes.
Shelby.
All right. I am going to. Let's see here. I'm going to establish a scene as well. I mentioned talking with my former cellmate. So I'm going to ring up Kai. What's your name, former cellmate? It's your buddy Leroy.
Okay. I have to go with my gut here. Hello, this is BD Wong speaking. Me, named after the actor.
No relation.
No relation to the actor.
Yes.
That instantly made me lightheaded.
God damn it! I'm.
How did he get in this?
Like that?
He's so
BD Wong.
deep.
In the movie version, I am played by BD Wong for like no reason. It was
Well, one reason.
He was not even the first on the cast list. Like, he was not.
It's funny because originally they had Ryan Gosling to play.
Yeah, they had
BD
Ryan
Wong.
Gosling to play me first.
Or was it Scarlett
Oh my
Johansson?
God. Oh my god.
And now it's BD Wong playing Scarlett Johansson playing BD Wong.
Play BD Wong playing Scarlett Johansson playing Ryan Gosling playing BD Wong.
That's right. It's the whole list.
That's called
Oh boy,
range.
our good friend BD
Yes,
Wong.
it's
All right.
Leroy. It's been a while since I've heard your voice around these parts.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear from you. It's good to hear from you, BD Wong. And I just say it all as one phrase.
BD Wong.
It's good to hear your voice too, BD Wong. What you been up to?
You know, just normal criminal stuff. Cause me, that's what I do. Crime. That's it.
Yes, you do, and nobody does it like you, BD Wong. Listen. You know how I set you up with those 3 jugs of toilet wine in prison in exchange for a favor to be named later?
Is this the favor? Is today the favor?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, you mentioned that you know some people who could get me set up with a good piece. I need something that could defend a speedboat. You know something like that?
I think I know something can defend like the Titanic if it was needed, but obviously it didn't need that. But you know, it was a big boat. It was a big boat.
And the iceberg got it pretty good. So
Yeah, well, if the gun was on this boat, no one would have to worry about that iceberg.
the iceberg wouldn't see it coming. Just blam!
Yeah, just blame.
All right, so I need you to get a hold of this Titanic defending boat piece for me.
I'm on it.
All right.
I'm on about like Donkey Kong it.
All right, you get on it, BD Wong, and make sure that it's worth those 3 jugs of toilet wine, because the favor that I had to do to get the raisins for that, we don't talk about that anymore.
No, I remember. I saw it, but we don't have to talk about it. But listen, you don't have to tell me twice.
I appreciate you, BD Wong. You're a gem. You're a gem, and I thank the fates the day that you got tossed into my prison cell. I knew that we were gonna have something magical.
And I loved you in Mulan. You were, of course, the lead grip on Mulan, not BD Wong, the actor. That was a different.
God damn it. I think that scene.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think that's
Yes.
scene. scene.
I think that's a blue die. Do you
It's a
agree?
blue die.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Well, you get to
God.
give this away, Kai, and
Yeah.
then.
Or is it me or
I think
Shelby?
it's Shelby that gets to give it away.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
Shelby gets to
they-
give it away.
yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor, accept this blue die in lieu of some toilet wine.
Oh, good.
In lieu of toilet wine, please send a donation of a blue dye.
In lieu of toilet wine, please send a donation of $420 US.
No,
Both of us know it's not going to happen, but
but maybe. There's always a chance.
it is the internet.
Listen,
There
I
are
used
crazy people out here.
back in the day, I used to disguise myself as beloved actor stages screen Jude Law and go to people's live streams and just donate money out of nowhere. So I would not be surprised if that's the type of thing that somebody else would do with much larger sums of money. Oh boy. Okay.
I'm just figuring that anytime someone someone donates anonymously, it's just that one anonymous studio executive repaying their debt to society.
That's right. That's right. BD Wong, it is of course your turn to set a scene.
I have the perfect like immediately once that last scene. I think BD Wong is calling up Taylor. What is your character's name again?
Darlena.
I like this idea where it's undercover cop and even weaker link in the police force. So I think BD Wong calls up Darlena and says, "Darlena, I think I've got myself over my head here."
Ah, you and me both.
Okay, you sound a lot more involved. What are you doing?
Well, it all started off as an undercover mission that I was supposed to be breaking up this bank heist that was going, and then I fell in love.
Who's in the bank heist? Who's in it?
Well, all I know is, you gotta promise not to tell anybody, because the person I know who's in the heist is the person I'm in love with.
Okay. And who did he get inside the bank heist?
I mean, I don't know who else is involved. I just know it's BD Cooper, and I'm assuming there's more people, but
Well, I don't know what's worse. If there's two bank heists that are going on, or that I'm involved in the same bank heist that you're involved with.
oh, I can't tell if this is good for us or bad for us. BD Wong.
I'm having an aneurysm. BD Wong and BD Cooper. This is gonna work.
I do need to acquire a certain type of I'll say a Titanic defender, which I think the accountants at down at the police station can like put it into our budget to buy one.
We already have one of those things. I think we got 3 of them rattling around the anti-terrorism stuff that we were sent over.
Great. Can we
SWAT
convince one of them? Can we convince maybe to give one of them to a bank robber for a heist?
I don't
That
think
we
we
will
can.
sing.
I don't think we can do that, but I think we could do it as I'm a police officer. I think I could get. I mean, I basically just have to sign a form and get one of those things.
Okay, perfect. Love
So
that.
I would like to thank that one anonymous studio executive, as they have donated $5 US.
Woo!
Good.
I would like to thank that one anonymous studio executive who is definitely watching this stream right now.
Yeah.
Bob Iger, is that you?
Hey, Bobby boy, how's it going?
Fuck you, Bob.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Bob, if you're watching this, fuck you.
But feel free to keep giving money to the actors.
No, whatever makes you feel better, Bob.
So, I think that also kind of was the end of the scene I was breaking into there.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think that went well or went poorly? So far, everything seems to be going well, which is concerning.
Woo!
I
Everything's
think
going
that-
great.
think
Everything,
awesome.
everything's coming up, Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cooper, Wong, and Associates.
Who doesn't have a blue dice yet? Because I don't know where we would like see that information.
You could also
If you look at Miro,
Yes.
people have little dice next to their nameplates.
Interesting. Let
So
me reload
Shelby and-
Euro.
Yeah, Shelby and Tav don't have any dice right now, I think.
Correct.
Or-
also,
Um,
just a minor warning. If the more we spread out these dice, the worse it's going to get for everyone. That might
know
be what
what?
we want.
Okay, yeah. Now that I've reloaded it, I can definitely see it. Yeah. You know what? I think I do like the idea that we are just spreading it out.
make it worse for ourselves every time something goes good.
I'll give this to Leroy.
Thank you.
Or I'll give this to
BD1.
Shelby. I don't know if do we give the dice to the player or to the character? I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Is the Kool-Aid Man the juice or the?
Is it that's a great question. So, herpetologists have often kind of questioned
Hey,
whether...
hey, Gaynor. Don't give it to them for
Sorry,
free.
that's not happening yet. Gotta wait for $69 to come in.
Just a taste. Okay, I think that's my turn then. To set up a scene or choose the outcome. There's no scenes that are immediately springing to mind, so I think I want a scene that's gonna go poorly for Darlena, and I'll let you all set it up.
Okay. What if we did... So, Darlena and seeming I could see that DB Jr. DB Jr. is seemingly already in on this job.
That is basically how the way I'm seeing it, because we're friends bound together by lies. I'm imagining that like either BD or DB one of the two came to the other one with this plan, and they both went like, "Fuck yes, we're going to do this, and it's going to be epic. We're going to get all of the money, and finally best the one true Cooper."
Right. And I think that we're both secretly thinking we're gonna betray the other one and pin the job on them.
I mean,
so-
those are lies. The lies are that will be always there for each other, and you definitely
Always.
have a place on my speedboat.
just like we and of course, you know, it's gonna be turned out fine. So I could see that like maybe you go to like maybe I like have sent you to go check in with DB and like figure out how his meeting with Leroy went. And perhaps I don't think I've introduced you to yet, so maybe discovering this is the type of crowd I roll with is gonna maybe change Darlena's thoughts on this whole thing.
Yeah.
So, that would be my thought, unless anybody else has any ideas. All right. Let's
I think it's a cool idea.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so where is this taking place, this meeting between the two of us, do you think?
Well, we've had the like ramshackle shack. We've had the phone call. We've had the
Another phone
meeting.
call.
We've had the meeting in the diner. Clearly, the other meeting place of choice, casino.
Yes.
Oh,
That's really good. That's
so
really
true.
Good. Yeah. I think to. I know I'm not establishing, but I'll say what Darlena I think.
Oh,
is
no.
doing.
Go ahead.
And I think Darlena is at a poker table, and is raking in like a ton of chips. Like she's like finishing a game basically, and is raking in all these chips, and is like, oh well, that's just beginner's luck. It was real fun playing with all of y'all. And it's just like taking all of these poker chips, and kind of looks around because it's about the time she knows she's supposed to meet DB. I am not. I have to look over every time.
Yeah.
We have BD, DB, and BD again.
Yes.
Well, BD Wong.
Yeah,
and the worst part is DB Junior's last name also Cooper.
Also Cooper, which
And
is
also
confusing.
my and Darlena's initials are DD, so that's we got BD, BD,
DD, BD, DB, and
And
DD.
Leroy.
Leroy.
Yeah, DD,
Wow, that's
BD,
bad.
DB, BD, Leroy.
Oh, God.
Now say that 10 times fast.
It's actually, that's the Konami code for that.
yeah.
If you enter that into chat, immediately the stream shuts down and we all go home.
Actually, no, if you enter that into chat, immediately Gaynor will be forced to go get that tattoo.
Oh my god.
The curses I give to myself. All right, so we're at the casino here.
Yes. So we're at the casino. You just raked in a whole bunch of poker chips, and like probably at the bar, looking out over the floor, you see scrawny-ish looking white dude with like with black hair, wearing a relatively wearing a neat but like slightly older banged up suit. Yes, I'm totally just cribbing his entire appearance description from the description of DB Cooper. Slightly gaunt features, and he's just he seems to be nursing a beer over at the bar, and that it fits the description you got from a BD to a T, including like the beer that he's nursing.
Yeah, famously easy to recognize upon description, DB Cooper.
Hey, BD
yeah,
Cooper is really easy to recognize by their bad boy motorcycle.
yeah, hard to forget. Yeah, I'm like, collecting all of these poker chips, look around, and I see DB Junior, and kind of am saying my goodbyes to the people at the table, and make my way over to you, and I think I just say, oh well, fancy meeting you here.
Fancy meeting you. You raises an eyebrow and says, "Huh. So you're Darlena then?"
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
I won't. So you. What did BD tell you about the job?
Well, that, it's gonna be a quick one. It's gonna be the last one we'll ever need to do, and the only one that I'll ever need to do. There's a speedboat involved, which I'm supposed to come and talk to you about.
Pause. Is this the first job you're ever on?
Yeah, first and last.
You know what? I like that kind of energy. You're in.
I think as soon as you say you're in, I would like to use one of my heist die, because I think we each get one, right?
Amazing. Yes. There's one per player, but they can be used at any time. So.
Okay, I'm gonna use one. And I think it's gonna be as soon as maybe, like, this is a short and sweet scene. I kind of like that you're just like, you're in, and then Darlene is like, yay, and like goes to go to another table or like do some slots or something. And I think as you see her walk away and start doing the slots, and she's doing the thing where she's like tapping on the slot machine, like sign for like good luck or whatever. And so she's like doing that, and we're gonna have a flashback to what is a time, if any, it doesn't have to necessarily be that DB Cooper was like arrested or something, but a time that you were at the jail or like at the police department.
DB Jr., you mean?
Yes, sorry, DB Jr.
Because the one thing, his one claim to fame is that, like his dad, he's never been arrested.
Okay. Have there been any times that he's been like around, like maybe not even in the police department, but like around?
He just went to pick up his sister at the jail, so.
Okay, I think
from the very notorious knocking over of the Waffle House.
Yeah. I think then the flashback is DB Jr. when you were picking up your sister from the jail sees Darlena like working there in like a police uniform.
Oh,
would it be funny if it was both Darlena and BD Wong?
The thing I kind of like is he only saw BD Wong like from behind, so he didn't really get a good look at them, but he got a good look at Darlena, and so he's nursing that beer still, and then sets it down. It takes one look over to Darlena at the slots and just mutters to himself, You roll with a strange crowd there, BD. Very strange crowd indeed. I best keep Leroy informed of this one. And final swig, puts down $1 on the table and just walks off.
So I get to give a purple die to someone else, correct?
Yes, and it is a purple die.
And I will give it
for this one, for the pink die, because you triggered the you actually triggered the heist die. When you've used the heist die, give it to a player whose character was most affected by the plot twist. A player can accumulate more than one. So I think, honestly, we should give it to Darlena because she's going to be affected by this plot twist.
That's true. I just didn't know if the heist die is additional to the die from
the rules don't really seem to say anything, but I think that is what it's meant to be. Because also that kind of forces us to do 2 games per person rather than yeah. So go ahead.
So I should give the purple die to somebody else, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give it to my beloved.
Aww.
Just setting them up immediately.
Thanks. It's gonna go so badly.
So Gaynor.
Oh boy, and it is my turn.
It is.
I think I am going to leave this one open-ended as well. I think I'd like anybody who has a good pitch for a scene involving my good friend BD Cooper, no relation.
I don't want to reinsert myself, so I don't want to right now do between the 2 of us for the friends. Maybe you're meeting up with Leroy.
That would make sense.
Like Leroy probably knows you from just because you're friends with DB, and DB definitely introduced you to Leroy as the one who always keeps getting thrown in jail.
Well,
maybe it's something to do with the Titanic Defender thing. We can time skip to like them already having it.
I also think it would kind of make sense that if I've sent Darlene to you. Sorry, Darlena.
That maybe DB
you-
goes like, you should talk with Leroy.
Right,
Make sure
like we're, like,
make
vetting
sure that
each
you're on the same
other's-
page.
each other's picks here.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, then Leroy, I think, you know, sorry, I'm just thinking, I think this takes place, I'm sitting on my motorcycle in a seemingly very large and empty parking lot that somehow just has no other cars in it at the edge of town in the middle of the night.
Amazing.
And you also roll up in whatever form of transportation Leroy chooses.
It's a bicycle.
Of course, the
Like a
silent
normal
killer.
pedal.
Yes.
A pedal of bicycle.
Yeah, it's the silent killer.
Does it have a bell on it? Like a basket and a bell?
No,
Ding ding.
no bell on it because I like to be stealthy. They never
Got a
see me
horn.
coming.
It's got a horn on it
Yeah.
instead.
Stealthical.
All right, so you roll up, and of course, B.D. Cooper is leaning up against their bike, standing, waiting for you to arrive. And as you roll up, he looks you up and down and goes, "Leroy, isn't it?"
That's right. That's what they call me in prison.
All right. Well, nice to meet you. You're a friend of DB's, right? Right.
I'm his sister.
Good. Good. Family involved. That's good. I have heard that you've managed to procure a weapon that we might use in this upcoming job.
It's a beautiful piece. They call it the Titanic Defender.
Oh shit. That a gun so powerful it can destroy an iceberg.
Yeah. It's a beautiful piece.
Well, I guess and not that I'm questioning you, but you know how to work something like that?
Of course. And if I don't know how, I can figure it out really quick. How else do you think I was able to take over a Waffle House?
Your takeover of the local Waffle House is legendary.
Of course, I'm not allowed. I'm permanently banned from Waffle Houses for the
Of
rest
course.
of my life.
Pretty reasonably, I'd say.
Waffle House is closed only for 2 reasons: Category 5 hurricanes and Leroy.
Because
Leroy, of course, yeah.
But yes, I'm pretty good at figuring these things out, so you got nothing to worry about.
All right, well, Leroy, I've got a question for you, and feel free to answer however you think is appropriate. DB. Now, of course, I've known DB for quite a long time, but nobody knows DB as well as you do.
That's right.
Is he planning anything behind my back?
I don't think he's got. You know, he looks like the kind of shifty individual who could do that, but you know, he's the kind of person who puts like tartar sauce on his French fries and calls it innovation.
Sorry, that just almost made me vomit. That
So he
Shelby.
lacks my point.
I can't believe I've known this guy for this long and I didn't know that about him.
My point is, he likes to sound like he's an innovator, but he's not. I don't think he is. I think he's on the level with you.
It's good to know. good to know. And I appreciate your honesty. You know, I've been posting a lot of lies recently. I got this poor girl on the hook. She thinks we're gonna get married and move into this show house that I found and have 5 kids with the most ridiculous names you ever heard.
Oh, that's rough, man. Do you have an escape plan?
Oh, well, don't worry, because she's our in.
Oh.
See, the night guard at Corpus Christi happens to be her cousin. That's how I found her.
Okay.
So, as long as I can trust BD to do his part. Oh, sorry,
Well-
DB. God, that's so confusing. I can't believe we still do this to this day after knowing each other for 25 years.
I love that it sounds like you're talking about yourself in the third person.
That's right.
And
Me
it
and
looks
me.
like it sounds like you don't
impossible
trust
to
yourself
know.
at all.
The fucking twist. Oh my god.
Twist is they're the same person.
Twist is that we're fucking Tyler
Fight Club,
Durden.
yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that if you need an out, if this woman's really got her hooks into you, just let me know. I got another person on the inside who faked her own death 3 times.
It's incredible. It's amazing. That's
And
so
I'm-
many times.
And you know, I did a favor for her. It might have involved some homemade cigarettes of a certain variety.
Sure. The menthols, of course. Continue.
Yes. So she owes me a few tips on how to fake a death. So if you need that, let me know. I know someone.
I appreciate it, but if there's one thing that BD Cooper knows in this life, it's how to lose a girl.
All right.
And I will give you one last kind of once over and nod and get on the bike. And I think I'm going to call this a negative outcome. Yeah. Because I think that BD Cooper is 100% under the impression that DB is a fucking idiot and could not pull anything over on them. He's just gonna assume that is the case, so I'm gonna call that a negative outcome.
And who gets the negative outcome die from you?
You know what, Tabby? I see you're lacking with some dice over
I'm
there.
lacking in the die department.
So I'll send you that. I'll send you that purple die.
Gladly take it from you.
Cool.
Miro?
Hell yeah. Miro's having some issues.
Yeah, I thought I had locked the board, but apparently I'd unlocked it for some reason. So that's relocked. So I think I'm going to have another relatively short scene here. As DB is going to give his sister a call, or just from a payphone because no one can track those. Leroy's phone starts ringing.
And the ringtone is a Lady Gaga song, Poker Face.
You're so right.
So true.
Correct for that.
So
I see
as
the
you,
number that I don't recognize.
and you're like,
Go
oh,
for it."
that must be DB. Thinking he's slippery.
Leroy kind of ate on that.
Yeah.
No lie.
All right. I'm gonna pick up the phone. Hello, this is Leroy.
Hello, Leroy. So,
Oh, it's you. It's you, Junior. What you got for me?
you met with BD, right?
Yes, he doesn't have a clue. He thinks you're an idiot who puts tartar sauce on your french fries.
Now that were their slander, and I won't stand for it. But honestly, like, yeah, I had a quick meeting with that side piece of his, and I think he might think we're the idiots here, but he's the one who's going out with an undercover cop.
Oh, that's juicy. That's juicy, Junior.
Remember when I picked you up at the jail last time after you did a Cat 5 on the Waffle House?
I do. That was a good day, Junior.
Doing a Cat 5 is my new favorite term. I'm just doing a quick Cat 5 on the old Waffle House.
Yeah, so when I went to pick you up there, I saw 2 officers there. One didn't get a good look at, but the other one, that spitting image of that Darlena of his. So, yeah, there's some either BD's not telling us something, or they're not the brightest and they're not the sharpest crayon in the box.
Well, he did tell me during
BD.
our meeting. Yeah, he told me during our meeting that the bank guard is Darlena's cousin.
Well, being a copper runs in the family.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be beautiful. You know that, Junior?
Yeah. With this intel, I think we can still go forward. Just we'll pull a fast one over. We'll pull a fast one over on her as she's trying to pull a fast one over on us, and we'll leave BD in the middle there.
That's right. Eye of the storm, man.
Exactly. And hey, if stuff does go wrong, I can trust you to lay down the Cat 5, right?
That's right. That's right.
And I think that ends this scene.
Yeah, I think that would pretty positively for you.
I'll go ahead and give a blue die to my partner in crime, Leroy here.
Oh boy.
Poor BD Cooper. Wait, yeah, quick question. What? Because we didn't actually state pronouns for the characters except for Darlena. DB it goes by he, him. Leroy goes by.
Whatever, man.
You know, it's so real. That's what BD wants. Wait,
Leroy moment.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say
slash
that.
Ever.
BD Wong probably should go by he, him pronouns, because I think he's played by Ryan Gosling playing Scarlett Johansson playing BD Wong.
That's correct. That's all correct, yeah.
Yeah, so BD Wong goes by he, him pronouns because that's the character.
And what pronouns does BD Cooper go by?
Of course, BD Cooper is he/sexy.
Yeah.
Big
We love a neo
slash. Yeah, it's a neopren. It's a very
Sexy self.
yeah, it's sort of a con artist neopronoun. Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
So, and that makes it Shelby's turn. Do you want to establish or do you want to resolve?
You know, I'm gonna do a resolve. And
Smart.
you know what? I'm feeling spicy up in this piece.
Mm.
Some extra spicy chicken up in this piece. Let's make it go badly.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
What's
So,
gonna happen? Our good friend Leroy.
I mean, we could have Leroy getting set up by BD Wong.
Sorry,
Oh,
the
we
return, the
could.
runaround on BD Line.
Oh, interesting.
There's something very funny about the idea that like
I like how we're giving BD Cooper shit for dating a cop, while Leroy is literally buying weapons from a cop.
the cop who is not good at hiding.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is BD a current cop or former
I
cop?
think current.
Okay, current.
I have an idea. I have a pitch for this scene.
Yeah.
We BD Wong. I don't know if I can put this much detail, but BD Wong hands off the weapon to Leroy, but in Trojan horse fashion, the weapon is full of other cops.
So good.
How big is this weapon?
That's
Are you
so
literally
It's a
getting
Titanic defender.
Are you literally getting a 50-pounder gun for our speedboat?
Fucking U-Haul attached to the back.
It has its own boat.
Are you
Yes, it doesn't
literally
go
giving us Big Bertha?
Like literally, seemingly, and it's full to the
Yeah.
brim of local cops.
Can I add one of
I
the
love
cops
it,
who's
do it.
inside?
The one
Another-
cop is inside.
Well, one of the cops at least who's inside. So when we were like doing our session 0, one of the things I put is like mistaken identities. I think would be fun. So I think the cop who's inside is Darlena's twin sister Danielle,
Really?
who is also on the police force, and they are identical. They look exactly alike.
Oh my god! And now the big
Danielle-
question:
yeah. Danielle Davis is one of the cops inside the gun.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think I can roll with that. This
So
Is a scene even necessary at this point?
it's just a single
Like-
image.
I'm just envisioning standing there on the pier, staring at this.
yes.
Wow.
As like
You-
a barge with a container on top of it just comes trundling in.
You
Yeah.
really weren't kidding there, BD Wong. This is
Yeah, it's a big, and definitely there's just the Titanic defender in that box, and nothing else. I promise you.
that's a magnificently devastating piece of work and a tribute to the great state of Texas.
Exactly.
Thank
I'm
you,
so
B-
glad that is the
Thank you,
only
B-
thing in that
Wong.
container.
Thank
It's
you,
no
BD
problem.
Wong.
You will definitely still be thanking me in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. All these police officers got in there. It's like it's super stuffy in there, and they're whispering to each other. Don't worry, it's only gonna be
They
5
don't have
minutes.
any food or water. They're down soon.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
So what you're saying is we've created a smoker to smoke some pork butt.
Yeah.
This will make the favor that I did to get the raisins for that toilet wine so worth it.
All worth it.
Tenfold.
Oh, you
So,
are a gem,
who's-
BD Wong.
Who's getting the purple die?
That's a very good question. Who's it gonna be? Yeah, no.
I
Yeah.
will say, currently, Kai has
Question is-
one blue die, and if you give it to Kai, we're just gonna continue to fuck up this whole game for everybody.
You know
No,
what?
I'm feeling that.
You know what,
So
BD
real.
Wong? Please accept this dice.
Yeah, I mean, BD Wong deserves it after what he did to his friend,
True.
cellmate.
This classic cellmate friendship.
Oh. Kai, what do you want to set up?
I have another pitch for a scene, and that is BD Wong goes to BD Cooper and asks if there are 2 heists going on or if there's only one heist going
Gotta
on.
nail this down.
Oh god. Kai, BD Wong is just trying to give up the game and failing.
Yeah, basically just like, hey, like, is there like, I can do 2 heists. I'll join your heist if you want. I just want to know how many heists are on.
Okay, so let's have it be BD Cooper is currently they are working on their bike. They're set up and they're working on this bike in classic style, getting it all souped up to get out of town at the end of this heist. Because of course I'm not taking that boat. I don't trust that boat. My bike is gonna take me home. And then BD Wong rolls up, and I need to know what BD Wong arrives on.
Tricycle.
Let's go! BD Wong's perfect police bicycle.
And it's like small, like the one that like Jigsaw, like the saw puppet rides on. So like his like, so his like legs like awkwardly
And it does
like,
say
are up.
junior police officer on the
Yes.
side.
And then it's scratched out. It's like covered up because he's undercover.
And then it says bad boy on it. You roll up.
It just has a decal on it saying Kid Cop.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Hallway monitor.
Yes, hallway
Hall
monitor.
monitor. You roll up, and I'm just watch you roll up. But I don't give anything away. To me, this is a normal way to roll up to a place.
Hey, do you got like a minute? Can we like step aside where there's no like, I don't know, people watching or something like that? I want to like talk to you for a second.
Yeah.
Person to person. Yeah.
Do I know you?
Yeah, my name's BD Wong. I have a question about everything that's going on in my life. And in your life, I guess. Our lives. Let's see if they're intertwined. No reason.
I can see that. What a damn coincidence. My name is BD Cooper.
Oh.
It's amazing how common those initials are around this area.
Yeah, everyone seems to have a D name for some reason.
Except a D name, except for Leroy, who I can always count on. He's separate from the rest of the group.
Yeah, Leroy, who is completely fine and not in jail. He's fine.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
they're not completely fine right now.
You
Anyway,
seem nervous.
I want to
I'm
propose a bit of a twist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you wearing a wire?
Oh. I think I mean, I feel like I have to be at this point, but I feel like the wire I feel like to keep up with the bad boy persona, BD Wong's wearing a tight shirt, but there's a wire underneath, so there's just like
someone donated $420, so BD Wong actually has "I'm wearing a wire" tattooed on their chest.
I look at you and I go, "You wearing you gotta use that under your shirt? Is that a
It's for my MP3 player.
Oh,
it's for
dope.
my
Is it a Zune?
No, it's an iPod.
Oh, damn. I thought it's all good. I just, I've been trying to get my hands on a Zune.
No, I'm an Apple person through and through.
I get it.
Steve Jobs will never fail me.
iPod
never
or
die.
iPod?
This takes place in an alternate reality where Steve Jobs is still alive. Listen, I can tell something's worrying you. You're sweating like a pig who's sweating a lot.
Yeah, okay, so I've been hearing about this heist, and like there's a heist, right?
Oh yeah,
How
we're
many
gonna
of
rob
them
a bank for sure.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know, I was part of that happening. I don't know if there's like one, if I'm like partner with you somehow. How many heists are going on in this here town?
Now, from what I understand, and this is to be clear, there is one heist going on that you and I are both involved with from opposite directions.
Okay.
Now, there is a second heist that's unrelated to our heist happening also in town, but I don't believe any of us are involved in it.
It's not bank related.
It's
Or
just
Corpus
11,
Christi
it's
gonna
just
have to
11
recover.
dudes getting up a casino.
It's a whole
Yes.
thing happening.
Mhm.
It's gonna involve them impersonating the FBI. It's a whole thing.
Seems intense.
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm just saving the bank stuff. That's much easier.
Overcomplicated. That's what I say. Let's get in. Let's get the money out of a bank and let's get out. So, can I ask you a question before you go on your merry way, though?
Yeah, totally. Anything.
I've been hearing some things about the local police that suddenly all their officers disappeared overnight. And, you know, I'm not from around here. And
Must be ghosts.
something about your posture and the way that, you know, you're wearing a dark black belt and have your pants pulled up nice and high, and you have the sort of sneakers that I see on a very specific type of person. I guess I was just wondering, with your local knowledge, you wouldn't happen to know if the police around here were capable of pulling off anything that might get in the way of this job, would you?
What? No, the cops know nothing.
I don't know what you're talking
Nothing,
about. I'm just
nothing.
here to plan a heist with you. Could you tell me how much of a heist you're planning?
Very cool, very cool. Well, as much as I'm extremely tempted to just lay out the details of this heist right now in full detail for anybody who could possibly be listening, which is just you, of course, I think you get it and have no further questions, I'm assuming.
It's like this, like the connection that two criminals have. It's like ESP thing.
That's exactly it. And I can see
Yeah.
you pulled out a notepad and to take notes, I'm assuming, on how the crime will go. But at this time, you know, unfortunately, Darlene is expecting me to talk to her father, so I gotta go make it look like I'm at least trying.
B.D. Cooper, sharp as a spoon.
Yeah.
It's one thing you know about me is that I'm a fucking genius.
Yeah, I will let you decide if BD Cooper has picked up on BD Wong.
It is so much funnier to me if this whole heist go down and nobody realizes that BD Wong
Yes.
is absolutely the worst undercover cop you've ever had.
You know
so
what kind
funny.
of the twist is that I want to do? DB Jr. just has zero interactions with BD Wong until like the penultimate moment of the heist, where that's the first time he sees BD Wong, and just immediately goes, "The fuck were you doing?" He's literally carrying a banner that says, "I am a cop. Congratulations, you're arrested."
Yeah, because he's undercover as a cop. DB, don't be
Yes.
silly.
He's pointing a gun at you.
Yeah, that's in character. God.
But yes, Carrie, moving forward,
I
that
think
that
this
definitely
way-
went poorly for someone.
I think it went.
Yeah.
I think for
That
BD,
went well for BD.
Yeah, it was BD
I think for
scene,
BD
right?
it
So I
went
think it
well.
went
BD got his
worse.
question answered.
And
One
So,
heist.
BD,
it was
BD,
not
who is getting the blue die?
I like the idea of everyone having it go sideways. So Tav, you can have this one since you always have that one.
Excellent. So next up we have Taylor.
Yeah, I kind of want to establish a scene. I think where we're all together.
Is this our
Or-
last scene before the tilt?
This is our last scene before the tilt.
All right.
Oh,
Ah.
So
Oh, yeah,
that
that makes
actually makes sense with us doing a scene where we're all together.
I think it
So
was the last scene before the tilt. I think I want to have it be in our location of
Inside the bank vault.
Yeah, because time is fucky in this game anyway. So like we can do
Yeah.
flashbacks
We'll
and
jump
flash
forward to we've already
Yeah.
gotten in the bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
this is
think-
literally the first time we meet, all of us meet, and it's inside the bank vault.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so since I was starting, I think what it is it's like we're all inside the bank. All of us have met everyone else except for BD hasn't met everyone, right? But all the rest of us have met.
Which
Yeah,
BD?
BB
Sorry,
Wong
BB
and BB
has-
Junior haven't met yet.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So what I imagine is it's like this we see like we're all inside the vault and it's like that DB Junior is like closing the vault door behind us or something like that. And like when he turns around, that's like when like all of us have done other things to get in here. Like someone's crawling through like some kind of like exhaust or like some kind of vent or something and like popping in.
Actually, BD Wong is crawling through the exhaust system as BB closes the vault door and goes, well, getting in there, we got in there with style.
Slam
Going to be-
the vault, the ventilation slams open and BD Wong falls out of it.
He turns around and he turns around as he's kind of like, everything seems to be going exactly according to plan. And he turns around and he goes like, who the fuck is this?
Oh, that's BD Wong.
No relation.
No relation.
No
Yeah,
relation.
I've been
No
here the whole
relation.
time.
No relation to anyone here, but big relation to the police department.
What? No, BD is just one of BD is listen. It's complicated, but I'll explain quickly. So BD Wong is friends with Darlene. Darlena. They know each other from an unrelated work event that was not a police meeting. Shelby. sorry, Leroy.
Shelby's here.
I just looked at Shelby's name and got. We cut Shelby out of this weeks ago. Leroy knows.
Leroy's your
and
sister,
BD.
so you should know Leroy.
I would hope you would know your sister's cellmate.
Look at his belt. He's literally wearing a badge and a service revolver.
Yeah, because he's disguised as a police officer to break into the bank.
It was a huge
It's the
part of
mind
the plan.
game. It's a mind game.
Right,
It's
it's a mind game. I do have to ask you. You wearing a wire?
No, it's not the
As he
MP3
po-
player.
As he points at the literal tattoo that says "I am wearing a wire."
I've always wondered why you have that tattoo.
No, it's because I love my MP3 player. I could never give it up for
Mhm.
Spotify or
So if you're
Apple
not
Music.
a cop, then you'll definitely just toss us that gun.
I think like BD Wong definitely makes like a big doesn't turn to look at Darlena,
Good.
but it's definitely just like
the
looking at
least
Darlena.
look.
Darlena nods so tiny, the tiniest nod you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, and that's
It's basically she just looks down and looks back up.
I think what happens there is DB sees that and goes, "Whoa, what just happened there?"
DB or
BD,
Lynn?
you mean BD too.
Sorry, BD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BD,
Yeah,
me BD.
And to complete the clusterfuck, as that is happening, DB is already turning towards Leroy, and he's going, as these two are doing this, and as BD is going, what the fuck is going on? He's already going like, I caught the weather forecast, sis. I think there's a storm incoming.
Ah,
Yeah, you can have my gun, whatever. Take it.
and I'm going to use my heist dice now.
Yes.
Ooh.
Hell yeah!
Good.
At a time.
And in this flashback, it is a dark and stormy night. Clouds are gathering. An iconic yellow and black lettered sun up against the sky
thunder flashes.
The clouds break briefly, so you see a full moon. And in the light of the moon, you see 3 suspicious-looking individuals rolling up on bicycles.
3 distinct bicycles.
rolling up into the Waffle House parking lot. One of them is Leroy. The other 2 doesn't matter. This is in the past. All right. Now you know the code word, right? I say to one of them.
Of course. Of course, boss. Oh, we all know the key word, but if you could remind us that
Smothered.
Say it
When
at
I
the same
say
time.
yeah,
when
on 3.
when I say smothered and covered, that's your cue to throw the chair.
They throw a chair, that's right. And up.
Make sure that you aim it just right so it gets on the griddle. We
Yep.
really want to throw off those line cooks because they got like some like weird MMA training or something. We gotta take out the line cooks first. So your cue to spring into action is smothered and covered.
I just have a quick question.
I also have a question, but I'll ask after.
Okay, well, I was
All
just
right.
thinking we had agreed that we were gonna do not smothered because I can't have cheese. So we were gonna do
It's
Yeah,
a
and
metaphor.
covered is different
diced
for
and
me because
cubed.
I
I
don't
thought
do
we were gonna do.
meats, so the
This
No,
this
but
is
we
a
can't do
code word.
cubed.
You are not actually getting this as an order. It's a
Oh.
code word.
Oh, so
It's
what
a
are we
thick-
ordering?
Well, fuck. I was really craving some hash browns. So we're not allowed to have
Well,
any
yeah.
hash browns.
Get what you want. We'll put it on the credit card that I stole from that grandma.
Of course, Grandma Wong.
This was all just BD1's elaborate revenge plot for his grandma.
And
Your identity theft.
Now I got a
And-
question. My follow-up question: are we throwing the same chair? Like the 2 of us are gonna throw
Yeah, 'cause
one
I-
chair?
You remember I sprained my wrist last week, so I might need some help with the chair throwing.
yes, work together. Teamwork makes the dream work, y'all.
People, one
High
chair.
five.
Ow! Look, now my wrist is sprained.
All right, y'all. You ready?
All right.
Smothered and
boss.
covered.
Whatever you say, smothered and covered or whatever.
All right. And I'm gonna square my shoulders, and I'm gonna tug on the hems of my leather jacket and pump and like bang my fists together. All right. Operation
As you-
Hash Brown is in order.
And as you walk up on the Waffle House, there's a single flyer on the front stating that the Waffle House is in fact looking for a host.
Damn. It's like a meme. I get it. So, I guess this establishes just how powerful Leroy is.
I think this one goes to
Yes.
guy goes to Leroy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leroy is.
And
Nice.
with that, I think we're also at like the end of the scene because of the ominous.
Yes.
Well, I think what just happened. Yeah, I think all of that leaves pretty ominously. So
I'm dropping a purple die in the center.
And
I
I
think
get
that's not going good for anybody.
I get
So,
to decide who gets it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question before I assign this, which is the dice? Does the heist dice count as a blue or a purple?
The heist die will count. Like every heist die you get counts as like blue, purple, blue, purple, blue, purple.
Okay.
And it's basically it balances the number of dice in each pile as equally as possible. So right now, you would be having blue, purple, and Shelby has
Okay.
blue, purple. But if it
If
were
you were to
given to
give
me,
Shelby-
it would be either purple or blue.
If you were to give Shelby this, everybody would have an even amount of blue and purple die, and this
Correct.
is going to be the worst game of
For real.
Fiasco that's ever been played.
I think I'm gonna give it to myself so that I have
You
two
can't.
purple.
Oh,
Oh, I
wow.
can't. Okay, well then
No,
I'll give it to Shelby.
you can. In Act 2 is when you start taking dice.
Oh, I knew you take them, but I thought you gave them to yourself. Okay, well then I'll give it to Shelby so everyone has even.
My God. Okay.
So, with that, we are going to go and we're going to hit the tilt. But before that happens, we are going to take a quick break. So we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. We have no sponsors, so those will be very boring and very break screeny. However, while you're waiting, maybe consider donating to the Entertainment Community Fund. That would be really cool of you, and you have a chance of making a Gaynor get a tattoo.
Yep.
let's wrap up some shit.
Welcome back, everyone.
Really good stuff. Fantastic work, Shelby. You get 1 Gaynor point.
Yeah.
Together, you can together with Kai, you can get 269th of a rant, or 2/420th of a
Of a tattoo.
of a tattoo.
Just a single line.
A single
Oh.
dot.
Just 1 dot. All right. So who is it? Me starting?
Oh,
We have to roll our tilt.
Correct. So the way this is going to work, I'll go ahead and start. Is we are going to first roll all the dice that we've currently been given. So for me, that is a 3 blue and a 6 purple, which means I'm 3 purple. And you want to be highest either in blue or purple to be able to decide the tilt. So next up, Shelby. Go ahead and roll 2 blue and 2 purple.
Okay. So this is the
Go. So you have 8 purple versus 3 blue. That puts you at 5 purple, which puts you in the lead for purple right now. So Kai, you get to roll 1
That's
blue,
1 blue, 1 purple. Alright. Oh man. Okay. Make sure I'm on this one. 1 blue, 1 purple.
Okay, so you are
Okay.
currently in the lead, 1 blue.
1 blue. Okay.
And then Taylor, roll 1 blue, 1 purple. That doesn't
That's
change anything
3
about the lead.
No. I don't have 3 blue.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
3 blue.
But I thought Shelby had more than that, right? 5
Purple.
blue. Oh,
Shelby had
was
higher
purple.
purple. So
Yeah, so
currently in the lead
yeah.
for purple is Shelby,
And in the lead for blue
Taylor.
is Taylor. Yeah. And then finally, Gaynor. 1 blue, 1 purple.
Time.
That's a 1.
I'm
So
at 1 blue. That's nothing.
you see the 6 and you go like, yes, and then you see the 5.
Mm.
Okay, so now the remainder of the dice are going to get rolled. So that's 4 blues and 6 purples for 10 dice. And just to show off this feature, we can drag these dice around. The 3D Dice crew is actually currently in chat and is very, very excited about this feature. So
It is really smooth, actually.
it actually
Yeah.
works really well.
I'm shocked by how smooth
Although
it is.
we have noticed that dice sometimes do some phantom movements.
You can stack them.
Oh god.
Oh, they fall! Oh no!
No.
What
love
happens if you take if you drop the bottom die on the tower?
Oh my god. Okay, we gotta
Okay.
keep moving. We gotta keep
Yes.
moving. But
so,
anyways,
the way this
3D
is going to
dice,
work.
really good work.
You have the tilt table to the right. It's in the mural board.
Oh, okay,
In the
there
tilt
it is.
table, from the tilt table, I believe our winners were Shelby and Taylor.
Yes.
So first, Shelby, you pick one of the one of the main ones. So Mayhem, Tragedy, Innocence, Guilt, Paranoia, Failure. Then Taylor does the same thing. And then you add a detail to whatever Taylor picked, and Taylor adds a detail to whatever you picked.
And we
once
do
again,
it based on
same-
the dice.
Yeah,
Right?
it's the same rule with the dice. So you can't pick a 4 right now. Or a 5. You can only pick 1, 2, 3, and 6.
okay. Because Leroy is all about stirring shit up, I'm gonna go with Mayhem.
I figured you would. So that adds a tilt card for Mayhem.
And we have 2s, right? Let me look.
Lots of twos.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
lots of twos.
Then I'm gonna pick tragedy.
And tragedy. This surely is going to end well. So next up, Shelby, what kind of tragedy?
So you said anything. So
Yeah.
which dice am I looking at here?
Ones,
Really?
twos, threes, and sixes.
One,
So
two,
for the
threes,
audience, by the
and
way,
sixes.
for the audience, that is death out of the blue. Somebody's life is changed forever in a bad way. Pain followed by confusion, or death after an unpleasant struggle.
I'm gonna go with pain followed by confusion.
Amazing.
Good.
I may just snatch that one up real quick.
Okay. So then I get to pick for mayhem, and I can do 1, 2, 3, or 6. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 6. Oh, I gotta do a frantic chase. We have a boat and
we
a
have a boat.
Titanic gun.
Yeah, we have a
Titanic
boat.
defender.
We have a boat with a Gustav gun behind it.
I would like to be clear, we do not have a large gun. We have a shipping container full of
true.
cops.
Yes,
That's
we
true.
do.
That's
A
true.
container full of probably now suffocated cops.
They may be dead.
Well, it was only 5 minutes. that,
Yeah,
that
well,
was
we
only,
still have
that
the
was
5
only
minutes.
yeah, that was only 5 minutes ago that happened.
Time works
Like,
weird in this game. So,
Alright.
Gaynor,
I begin,
you begin. You can only begin by beginning.
and I will. I am going to. We see as everybody is stuffing money in bags, getting ready to get out of here. But BD Cooper has not moved and is staring at Darlena. What was that look between you and BD Wong, who I now have only just recently discovered is an undercover cop, apparently?
DB baby, BD. I mean, that was Taylor. That wasn't Darlena.
Fine, I'm
BD, honey, that was nothing between us. That was just you know, I would never. Jealousy doesn't look good on you, honey.
I don't. It's not. Listen, even if you guys are just friends, if you're buddy with an undercover cop that good at being an undercover cop, I don't know how I feel about. I don't know if I can trust you.
I would like to propose a twist.
Yeah.
We flash back as BD is finally starting to put things together. To
Which
BD
BD?
going to Darlena's dad to ask for her hand in marriage,
Oh,
and only to find out that Darlena's dad is the chief of police.
Oh, because it runs in the family.
Yeah, it runs in the family.
So there's just like that quick flash to me walking up to the door and saying like, "Sir, I'd let." Of course.
Spit it out, son.
Sheriff David. I just didn't. Sorry, I think I have the wrong house. My apologies, Sheriff Davis. You can get back to what I can only assume is sitting and waiting for somebody to hove into your line of vision before you beat the shit out of them. And we'll flash back into the scene.
Who gets affected? Before we do that, who gets affected by this the most? Who gets the pink die?
I think it's
think
me, right?
Either you or Darlena. I
Either
could
me or
have
Darlena.
get Darlena as well.
It could be Darlena because I think Darlena. Yeah, I think it's Darlena because
I think it's Darlena because Darlena's in love with you.
Yeah, and now, and I think I am about to be like, I pull out of my pocket from this flashback, I pull a family photo of you and your father both in police uniforms.
Yeah. Are you pulling that out now? And
yeah, I pull it out and I throw it on the ground aggressively. Darlena, you tell me the truth.
Well, I was wondering when you would put 2 and 2 together.
Shut your damn mouth, DB. God damn it, Junior.
BD, honey, I haven't been completely honest with you. I do have something I need to say.
Well, you better spit it out then.
I have a twin sister, and she is a police officer.
Oh, well, I knew that your twin. I mean, I know your twin sister was a police officer this whole time. We talked about our family very early on.
That's her in the photo, is what I'm saying.
That's her?
That's her in the photo. You can tell because I part my hair to this side, and she parts her hair to this side.
And of course, that never could have changed.
No, your hair part. I mean, a woman's best friend is her part.
My question is to you: Are you deceiving me here, or is this actually your twin sister?
You better say forgot. It'd be funnier if she doesn't know because they're identical. They're so identical.
Yeah,
It would be even funnier if BD Wong also didn't know.
None of us know who's really in that photo.
Like BD Wong is like looking, like squinting, like, is this? I can't tell who this is.
Well, whether you're an undercover cop or come from a family of cops, I don't know if I can trust you anymore.
Why does it matter where a person comes from when in their heart is a lap full of crime?
BD Wong, I don't even know what to think of you anymore. I used to trust you with my whole heart, and I discovered that you're an undercover cop. This is a nightmare for me. I look at Darlena. Darlena, you better decide who you care more about, me or the law. And I start shoving money into my bag here with a quick look over at BD Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, DB Jr. DB Jr. just was looking at this semi bemused, like, you're really going to fall for that? You're really going to fall for that twin sister bullshit? But then as he's starting to stuff money in the bag, he goes, well then. If you can't even trust the ones you love, who can you trust? And then he turns around and he starts also shuffling bills into the bag.
And I think that's where I guess our scene will end here. Looks like I see 2 purple dice in the middle of this.
We are playing accelerated.
Yeah, so it looks like it went pretty poorly for me.
Yeah, you get 1 and you give 1.
Yeah, I am going to. I'll take 1 for me, and then I will give 1. I mean, it feels right to give 1. I really ragged on BD Wong there. I'm gonna give the other 1 to my good friend BD Wong. Apparently, I'm betrayed by Darlena, but I'm most betrayed by BD Wong. BD Wong. We have the same name. God damn it! Trust me. Alright, that's the end of my scene.
Yeah, so I'm going to set up the next scene where DB has like filled up another bag. And I was like, okay, well, it's time for us to head out and make ourselves scars. Come on. As he opens up the door and like ushers everyone out. Except for when BD Wong walks up to the door, and he just holds up his hand and goes, no, not you. And then just steps back and throws the vault door shut.
Damn. BD Wong traps. Wait, didn't BD Wong get in here via the ventilation shaft?
I think BD Wong calls 911.
But all the cops!
911. So yeah, as DB Junior steps back and goes, "Well, he's either the worst cop I've ever seen, or he's one less share. Shelby, gents."
I'll look back. You can see tears in BD Cooper's eyes. Let's roll. Where's the Leroy to the gun?
All right.
I will go ahead and grab a blue, and I'll give the other blue. Am I going to be nice to people? Who's ever nice to people?
Send it over
Real.
BD Wog's way.
Yeah, BD Wong's gonna fuck shit up with that 911 call.
So,
Boy.
Shelby.
All right. I want to resolve a scene and have it go well for Leroy.
Okay. So double blue.
Double blue.
Let's hope. All right. So I think this is
Maybe on our way to the boat.
yeah. I think this is on our way to the boat, and I think we are being chased.
Yeah, I was gonna say this has to be the chase.
But not by cops. These are just bank employees in their personal cars chasing.
And I'm on my bicycle.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you're doing that thing that people sometimes do where they're holding onto someone else riding their
itching.
bicycle, but you're holding on to BD Cooper.
I'm on my bike, desperately riding away.
And I'm blasting Lady Gaga on my cell phone.
I do love this song.
And you're using Spotify or Apple Music. You're not using your iPod.
Never. No one would ever have an iPod. That's crazy.
Meanwhile, DB has gotten into a car, and I'm going to activate a flashback.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
As DB is sitting at a dinner table with his dad, and they're talking through this plan, and his dad goes, "Well, yeah, but clearly, like if you go for the boat, then they'll have cops waiting for you there. You'll just get in trouble, and best case, you get out and the Coast Guard gets you. Come on, you got to tell me you have a better plan." He goes, "Of course I do. It's a misdirect." They make their way to the boat.
Oh.
Well, I'll be across state lines before they even have a clue. And then we flash back, and we see a DB Junior crossing the city lines in the complete opposite direction.
That's alright. Can I reserve the final? This is the final time for I think the best flashback in the final scene.
Absolutely. Also,
All right.
I'm imagining that this one goes to me, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
and-
seem to be doing quite well for yourself.
Absolutely not. DB is
And-
going to get fucked.
And
That's a double purple, double blue.
Figure out who the die. I need to figure out who the double blue are going to.
Oh yeah, we're
One
shooting back now to the scene where you two are still heading towards the marina. So
And I just want to say that the song blasting on my phone is Bad Romance.
Really good song. Great song.
Yeah.
very fitting.
Throughout the whole song, Darlene is driving in her Corvette next to it, and I just keep looking at her.
I think
Throughout the whole song, BD's just the B and BD's clearly stand for bawling.
yeah. But
Fine.
Darlena's also crying.
This
I think
is
she
horrible for us.
has sunglasses on. She's driving.
Oh yeah, we're
and
both
It's for
wearing
bawling depressed.
Yeah,
That's
but
the-
it's just seeing so you can't see her crying, but you can just see the mascara pouring down from under. Like we get a
God.
close-up shot of the
Tragic.
mascara from
BD
under her
So,
glasses.
BD Cooper
So
is
you know
bawling,
what?
depressed, bothered, demoisturized.
So true.
I'm gonna give the other blue dice to Darlena.
Because you're just. I like to think that you've been throwing Waffle House hash browns at people this whole time. Leroy,
But remember, I would have to get those from an alternative source.
that's
Because
right.
I'm not allowed on the grounds of a Waffle House anymore in my life. I tried fooling them with a fake mustache, and they did not buy it.
Not work.
You have your own waffle runner who goes into the Waffle House for you, gets the waffles, and then has to lie about who they're for, and then comes back and gives you the waffles.
Yes.
So, Kai.
All right.
Okay.
Can we do a scene? Would like to see if we could do a scene where BD Wong is like in the vents, but also calling 911 at the same time, trying to like run after. Like he's trying to run after these people, but he like I don't know. He's in the vents, and they're in like a car and a motorcycle and stuff.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, I'm in the vents at Corpus Christi Bank.
Sorry,
and
you're where? You're saying you're when? Sorry, we don't do time travel problems here.
So I'm in a bank right now, and there's gonna be like
What are you doing with
been
Hank?
a robbery. No, there's just been a robbery, please.
There's been a robbery. There's been a robbery, and Hank has done a robbery.
Yeah. No,
Who's
okay.
Hank?
Listen, I'm so sorry. I just helped out with a robbery, but it's okay because I'm an undercover cop, so it's all gonna balance out eventually.
At that point, I'd like to use the final flashback die,
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Good.
and I would like to
Yes.
flash back to BD Wong telling the cops about this crime, and them just going, "All right, we're just gonna go to the bank. We're gonna switch out all the money for fake money. We're just gonna go in and we're gonna
Oh my
clear
God.
out the bank vault, fill it with fake cash. So we're all running with fully fake money right now. There's no, and BD Wong is the hero of this story.
And the dollar bills have all the bills have the face of BD Wong instead
Have
of a
BD
president.
Wong's face on them. of
Yeah,
course.
and not a president.
Oh my god.
I think this affects everyone, but give it to BD Wong.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it does have to turn out badly for BD Wong.
No,
Because we only
actually.
have
Oh yeah, it does.
left.
It does have to turn out badly for BD Wong. I mean, he
BD
did
Wong.
just admit that did admit that he's part of a robbery.
Yeah.
And who else is getting the bad die?
I think BD Wong will probably say the legal names of everyone involved.
Oh no.
So
Oh.
I think it
Oh,
might not
that
be
doesn't
good.
that doesn't matter with Shelby, because they changed their name to Leroy.
But it's probably bad for Darlena, considering that she's a cop and she's allegedly involved in this. Even though she is undercover, it's not good that BD
Well,
Wong
she's
is just
not
like,
doing a very good job being undercover right
yes,
now.
yeah. So
Yeah, I
I
think
think
that
that
makes
goes to
sense.
Darlena.
My god. Okay.
So one final scene.
Speaking
Darlena.
of Darlena.
Okay, so I
There's
think
those cops in that. There are those cops in the.
Are they still alive?
it's
Yeah.
only been
Let's
5
start with
minutes.
that. Well, to be fair,
Yeah,
fair, this
keep
is-
in mind it's only been 5 minutes.
and to be fair,
okay.
this is a double bad scene. So yeah,
But the
they're probably
last-
still alive.
The last die is wild, right?
The last die is one, so you get
So-
to choose if that's a good die.
Okay. Here's what I think the last scene is. I think the last scene is we pull up to this this shipping container. Darlena obviously was driving in her pink Corvette, so like she drives up separately from the other two. And she's going to look over at BD as we're like pulling up to like get the gun and go into the ship and everything. Is gonna look at BD and she's gonna say, okay, I haven't been completely honest with who I am or what I want or what I'm here for, but you have to believe me that I have never once in my life lied about being in love. That's just not something that we do down in Dripping Springs. We never, ever, ever lie about love. So if you trust me, honey, you got to get in this car with me.
don't know, Darlena. I came into this town to lie to you and swindle you for both your share and your entire life savings.
But that's what I love about you. You're so unpredictable.
Oh god.
I guess I'm just afraid of getting hurt, specifically financially.
I would never hurt you. And honey, when have you ever heard of a police officer going to jail?
That's so true.
I put my hand out for you to join me in the car.
I look back at the smoke going up from DB Jr.'s car in the distance. I look at Shelby. I look at Lee. Again, I did it again. You know why? It's because everybody else's character name is on top. It's like Licky on top, but Shelby's name is on top.
I've done that a couple of times as well. This game.
I look at Leroy, who is cracking his knuckles as he walks up to the shipping container. The shipping container.
Yeah.
And I go,
opens it and out come pouring the cops.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The cops immediately come pouring out.
They're all like just gasping for breath.
and now we'll find out why Leroy is Cat 5 Leroy.
I will, as Leroy goes ape shit on these cops. I look at Alina and I go, well, looks like it's another classic escape by B.D. Cooper. And I grab your hand and we dive into the Corvette and take off into the sunset.
Peel off.
Bills with B.D. Wong's face flying out.
Yeah,
of the car.
the camera.
So-
The last one is like a zoom in.
So, as the credits start rolling, we obviously forward, because who watches credits these days, to the after credits scene, as we are going to do the aftermath.
I have to assign these die first, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So
So
who gets the
one-
final purple?
I gotta give it to Leroy, I think. Shelby's having way too easy of a time over there. And you are surrounded by cops.
Kind of Leroy's story is kind of perfect. Leroy shows up, gets a good gun, finds out there's not a gun, but then gets to beat the shit out of a bunch of cops.
Leroy just wanted to get a fight club going.
That's
So
true.
we'll start with Gaynor. Go ahead and roll your single blue and your double purple, and then we'll see what happens to you. That's a 5 minus a 4, white 1. Dreadful. You are certainly dead, probably from a self-inflicted wound. People you care about are also probably dead, maybe through your own stupid, ugly failure. To say that you fucked up is an insult to fucked upness. You've redefined the term.
My God. So I think what happened is upon leaving town,
Car
Darlena.
explodes.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't want to do that to Darlena. I think what happens is I go like, don't worry, I got a safe house we can go to. Some guys I used to pull a job with got a safe place, and we show up, and waiting for us there is Officer is Sheriff Davis, who immediately shoots me in the chest with a shotgun. And I fucking die stepping out of the car, and that's the end of the story of B.D. Cooper. Just dead on the
Amazing.
ground as a man just goes, yep, all right, sweetie, took care of that one for you. He was a criminal.
Okay, so the next one is going to be me with 2 purples and 2 blues. Good news for me, I guess. That's a 5 and a 2 and a 4 and a 3. Oh my god. That's a 0. So 0, the worst thing in the universe. This probably doesn't include death, since death would be way better than whatever this is. Be creative. Don't settle for the first worst thing that comes to mind. There's something darker, more awful, more wretched in there somewhere.
I think we have just witnessed DB Jr.'s hell loop.
Oh god, yeah. DB, the entire plot twist here is this is actually as we actually see DB's after credit scene last of all of them, even though we'll see all of the after credit scene, and his after credit scene is the sound of an alarm starting to beep as he wakes up and looks to the side, and it's July 3rd, 5 days before the job.
No, you gotta do it all again.
And
This time you got so close to getting out of town with the money.
He just looks up and looks at the alarm clock, pinches his nose. Oh shit! Here we go again. And he starts to get up.
Square, bam, wonderful.
Shelby, 3 blues, 3 purples. Shelby actually has a decent chance of a good ending, even though we're all in DB's hell loop. So that's a total of 11 on one hand, and 6 plus 2 plus 1 makes 9 on the other hand. 11 minus 9. That's a
black.
That's a purple 2 for brutal. Wounds that will never heal for starters. Stuff sawed off, blown off, or burned off on your way to grand ignominious failure. Kiss whatever you cared about goodbye. You may die, but you may not.
I mean,
does
you
Leroy
are
just
being
lose
faced with a
the
shipping
guns?
container full of cops.
I think Leroy loses the guns.
I'm gonna say that I do pretty well at first, surrounded by all these cops. I've got moves that they've never seen.
Moves developed over years of taking over Waffle Houses.
I practice these in the Waffle House parking lot, man.
W.H. Maga.
Nothing. That's nothing, Tab. That's nothing.
But ultimately, it's not enough. I get the shit beat out of me, and they toss me overboard.
My God.
What happens to me next? Well, I wash up on the shore in Louisiana with no ID and no memory.
You have amnesia?
Well, the only thing I can remember is a Waffle House.
Leroy just ending up as just like a regular Waffle House.
Truly a fate worse than death.
They take him in and they treat him kindly, but in the time it took him to wash up on the shores of Louisiana, he lost all his muscle mass. And the real loss here was how awesome and sick Leroy was before, and now he's just kind of a dude. I love that for her.
All right, that's 3 purple, 3 blue, I believe.
3.
What?
3, 3.
3 and 3. Okay.
Yeah, 3 purple, and that red die becomes a blue die to balance things out.
Right. Oh man. Okay. I don't know how to. How do I add more dice? Oh.
You can just click.
No. How do I add more
click
dice?
on them.
Okay.
So that's a 7 blue.
Okay.
And that's a 7.
No.
Hell besties!
Oh no.
Hell besties!
Okay. How do I want to make this? Because like, my idea, like if I got a relatively low score, is that right after BD Wong falls out of the vents and dies. But also, I think what would be worse is if, like, in the meta, like, universe, because, like, we've established that, like, there is a time loop. Even more meta. This is a movie. And, I think, like, maybe Scarlett Johansson playing BD Wong is the Zero. 'Cause that is maybe the 0 was the canon that we made along the way.
The bit is that in the movie version of this, like it's so I'm assuming these happen mostly Fast Times at Ridgemont High style endings. So we get that cut of BD Wong falling and just his neck snapping.
But like, yeah,
not
exactly.
only did BD Wong die, but in the movie version of this story, BD Wong was played by Scarlett
Johansson. Yeah.
A fate worse than death.
Exactly. Or what could also be a fate worse than death is someone on like character AI like makes like edit. I don't know if you guys know about this, but like they make like fandom edits. Yeah, no, I know.
There's like
me neither, but it's like yeah, they make constant fan cams of this character, and they put his character into AI so people can roleplay with him.
The one that I was thinking in a similar fate worse than death vein, but sticking with the hell theme, is that BD Wong is actually pulling a good place. This is BD Wong is the devil. Is the devil that was sent specifically to
actually, I love that.
BB Jr.
Which is why his face is on the money.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
oh my god.
But the thing is, as this happens, DB Jr. wakes up and goes, "Oh my god, I'm in hell."
Damn.
At that point, BD Wong realizes, "Fuck, my bosses in the upper circle, in the lower circles, can never find out about this," and we continue to the plot of The Good Place.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And that's why Leroy wakes up with amnesia, because BD Wong needs Leroy to do a new thing.
Needs to keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And
right.
finally,
let's check in on Darlene. I've just gotten shot in the chest. So.
Yeah.
What's happening to Darlena? Is Darlena also a secret devil?
I do 3 of each, so... Oh, can I choose to roll? Oh, okay. How do I... Is there a way to make it so that I roll 3 instead of just clicking it 3 times?
Click it 3 times on both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then just click the purple 3 times and then
you got a 12.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, there we go.
On the one hand, you got a 12. On the other hand, you got a 9. So you might be coming up as one of the best, but still, that is a 3 white grim. The stress and trauma from your little adventure are going to haunt you forever.
Yeah.
Bits of your skull are destroyed,
perfect.
and you are missing a piece or 2. In a few years, children are going to cry when you get too close. All your plans have ended in complete ruin. You win nothing, good sir. Good day.
Yeah, I know exactly what this is. I think so. We see this shot of BD getting shot, and I think
what you say is played.
Yes.
And I think then it's just like we see the blast of the shotgun, and then we see Darlena's face, and there's just like a spray of blood, and her face is just like this. And then we cut to far in the future, like several years, and she is sitting at a desk in the police department, like typing and just like kind of making that same kind of like dull, like traumatized face looking into like her computer screen. And she has the worst possible fate, which is that she's still a police officer after all of this. Her loved
Truly
one,
a fate worse than death.
the only person she ever loved, died, and then she just had to go back to being a police officer instead of being able to run away together.
Your father.
Capitalism and being a workaholic. That's the real danger.
Her dad, however, did get 2 months of paid vacation while they were investigating the shooting of BD Cooper.
Honey, I'm proud of you for staying a police officer. I'm glad that you weren't sad at all when I shot your boyfriend right in the chest with a shotgun.
The single mascara goes like from behind the glass. Like she puts on glasses with mascara and then she wipes it away.
I'm so proud of you more than I'm proud of your twin sister who quit the force out of recognition that this was a toxic environment.
She just kind of like nods and turns and like starts eating lunch at her desk, and her lunch is French fries dipped in tartar sauce.
No!
Oh no!
He really is traumatized.
And
Wow.
then we flash forward further, and it turns out that even later in life, she becomes what you hated most, the chief of police.
Oh.
My God.
Terrible.
Honey, I'm so proud of you for becoming chief of police. It's me, Sheriff Dave. I was a character this whole time. My God. Okay. So that's Fiasco.
That is
There we
definitely a
go.
fiasco. There's one thing that isn't a fiasco, which is that no one has donated $420. So
So
So you're
Gaynor
off.
gets to stay untattooed for now, because unlike the Gaynor rant, that one is unlocked for the rest of the weekend.
my God. We'll
You did
keep
this
it.
to
You know
yourself,
what?
Gaynor.
I'll keep that. If somebody genuinely goes out of their way to donate $420, they've earned being able to give me a dumb tattoo. I don't know, man. It feels worth it.
Fair. So, thank you all so much for playing. I had an absolute blast. I haven't laughed this much in a while. To be fair, I should have seen that coming when I put Gaynor in the game.
I only know how to be funny because all of my other emotions are too hard to deal with.
So true.
I've seen you play serious roles.
I have. I can't play serious roles, but here's the thing. When I'm tired,
That's the thing.
what?
Yep.
Okay, so we raised $170 over the last 2 days. We've got one more day to go. That's tomorrow, starting in exactly 12 hours from now. That's a lot of dice you just threw there. And I'm going to let all of you go because I also need to get some sleep so that I can actually play tomorrow and not be a complete zombie. Before we do that, though, I just want to ask Taylor, who, what, where, when, how, why, when's Taylor?
Hi, yes. I am Taylor. I stream on Twitch at Roll for Felicity, but I also have a YouTube channel, which is Roll for Felicity, where I have, I think, 70-something previous one-shots, something like that, in like 30-something different systems. So if you like to see a lot of different TTRPGs, you can head over there. I've got a bunch of them, including Fiasco. I actually did a one-shot of Fiasco on my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Tumblr, which is also Roll for Felicity, where I talk about TTRPGs and whatever else that I am doing. So that's me.
And next up, Gaynor. Who, what, where, how, why, and wherefore art thou Gaynor?
So true. Hey, what's up, gang? It's Gaynor. You can find me on any social media that you may use at Gaynorcott. That's GAYNORCOTT. I am cementing this brand across every social media that I can. You can find me kind of all over the place. I am a professional GM. I am currently in my busy season, so I don't have any games up right now, but if you would like to play a game with me, keep an eye on those. Right now I've been having a really lot of success with Old Gods of Appalachia, so if that if that's interests you, keep an eye on my page. Other things that I am doing, some big projects that I can't super get into now but are very exciting are coming out. You can find me once a month over on twitch.tv/thornydryad running U-Force Inheritance, a mass RPG game that is monthly, and because of that it is just the simple wildest game that we play. Like the highs and lows of those games are insane. A fantastic cast over there. upcoming stuff over on Girls Run These Worlds, so I would suggest going to check out their stuff. They really do some fantastic stuff. And finally, if you're interested in the YA series Warriors about feral cats in the woods, and I guess probably are a homosexual if that's true, you can go ahead and check out my podcast, Two Leg Talks. Anywhere you find podcasts, me and a friend from college are going back and rereading the whole series starting from the beginning. It's a read-along podcast. We talk about how Firestar is a fuckboy and how StarClan is actually the worst. So if you want to get in on that, you go ahead and check that out anywhere you find your podcast. And hire me for your shit, because sometimes I'm very sleep deprived, and other times I'm very, very sleep deprived.
Get Gaynor to make themselves sleep deprived for you, you cowards.
Yeah, do it.
And next up, Kai. Who are, what do, wherefore, why?
Hi, I'm Kai de Jesus. You can find me at kaidejesuscreates.com. Some of my previous work, you can also find me, The Better Adversary, on some social media platforms, an array of lives on other social media platforms. Honestly, if you look up Kai de Jesus, you'll probably find some of my work. If we're going to talk about past podcasts I've done, you can find the Seton Hall Undergraduate Leaders podcast and Call Paul wherever you find your shows I'm credited on. And I am just simply looking for a job. You can find my email on kaidejesuscreates.com. So if you want to hire me for like literally anything, like running your podcast or writing, because I also write articles for Slice of Culture, which is an online news site. I do a lot of things. It's all there on my website. Please hire me. Thank you.
Look at this fire. It's full of irons.
Yeah.
Amazing. Next up, and last but not least, Shelby. Where can people find you? What do you do, and why do you do it?
Those are all very good questions. Yes, I'm Shelby. I've been playing Leroy, and I promise that I really do not try and take over waffle houses in my actual life, although sometimes I fantasize about
I can't confirm that.
This goes into the Shelby lore.
You can find all of my Oh man. You can find all of my contact information and things I've been in, things I'm doing now on shelbylane.card.co. The one thing that I'm currently doing right now is I am in Crimson Destinies, a Witcher TTRPG actual play over on Girls Run These Worlds, where I play Senka, the cat school witcher. And that one, we've only had one episode, and it is an utter blast. So you should tune into that. It's on Wednesdays. So
Hell yeah.
that's me.
Amazing.
And Tab was also here, I suppose.
Tav appears occasionally on his channel, yes. Hi, I'm Tav. I'm Tav, Tavernaut. I go by he, him pronouns. You can find anything I do when you look for Tavernaut, and it's probably me unless it's an imposter. You can find me on Twitter, and I will refuse to call it something else. You can find me on Blue Sky, and I will refuse to call it the SK word. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch, but I don't do anything there. And I mean, you can find me on Tumblr. I don't think I've ever posted. But most of all, you can find me tomorrow when I'm going to be concluding this shitstorm of a RPG-a-thon in the best possible way with 3 more games and a whole lot of laughs and hopefully more money donated towards the Entertainment Community Fund, because that's what we're doing it for, these games. And then after that's done, I am going to have a week to finalize costs for the Cryptid Creeks game, which is going to be interesting to do. So keep an eye out for that if you apply to that game.
Yeah.
And
before we end, I would like to take a quick moment to mention an incident that happened right before I got on stream. My partner was looking at my calendar, trying to figure out what my weekend looked like, and it said Now, you have a thing that says Tav Charity Fiasco. Is that the game, or is that a comment on how you think it's going to go? And I said yes. So
I mean, it is true. I was
that
considering
appeals to
calling.
you.
I was considering calling this a fiasco-a-thon. So
Mhm.
Yeah, if that appeals to you, and recognize that right now it is about 2 a.m. for Tav, and
One.
he is 1 a.m, and he is about to then do this again tomorrow. Go check out that last day because it always gets worse.